We are guests. SLU High is tremendous to us in opening up the doors this early in the morning, turning on the lights and all that fun stuff. Please, as we eat and drink and all that stuff, please make sure that it gets into the proper container. Also, if you came in early or you missed either our security personnel at the bottom of the hill or you missed me coming in, please grab yourself a parking pass so you can leave the lot without any issue. Coach will give you a break in about an hour or so. So if you'll come up to the table, we'll make sure you get one of those as well. Anybody that didn't get a packet, please come up and get one as well. Also, on March 14th, we have a youth wrestling clinic right before the NCAA Division I Wrestling Championships. Will be at Scott Trade Center from 5:30 to 8. We're trying to get about 300 kids down there. We'll have All-Americans from Mizzou and, well, we got Mizzou committed right now, but we're trying to get Penn State, Ohio State, and those folks to come down, teach the kids a few things. It's 100% free. We want kids to have the best experience possible, and really, kids wrestle in all kind of dingy gyms and high school gyms and basements and that kind of stuff. It'll be awesome to have them on the floor of Scott Trade Center before even the NCAA athletes get to touch it. So we think that's a tremendous event, and we hope that you'll be able to join us for everyone who's interested. And it's for boys and girls as well. So please, there are lots of girls who are wrestling now. Please have your daughter sign up as well if they are interested. That's enough from me, because you didn't come to see me. You came to see Coach. For those who are not familiar, I'm going to present to some and introduce to others a Missouri High School Baseball Hall of Famer. Like I said, the absolute best baseball coach I know. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Steve McCullough.
Hey guys, thanks for coming. Before we get going, I just wanted to say some thanks. First of all, Solomon, for all his support through the years. Solomon and his group of folks up there did a great job with the breakfast. I really appreciate that. And also I want to say thanks to Frank Viverito, who is the head of the Sports Commission. He's the guy responsible for all those NCAA events that come to town. That's Frank and the whole crew up there doing a great job. So if we can give those guys a round of applause. Hey guys, thanks for coming. I have my assistant coach here, Ray Bolte. These are the guys that make up our ball club this year, and we're still in the process of developing that. And I really appreciate the guys being here and kind of helping out. They've always done a great job, and I know they'll do a great job today. Tommy Zinzemeier is another one of our coaches. He's up here. And our guys will be demonstrating some of the things today, and in about 11:20 or so, they're going to head outside and get going to practice. We'll have a little quick workout. Okay. So can we go through the packet just for a second so you know what you have? So on the inside cover is sort of the overview of what I'm going to do. I'll do my best to stay to that, and if I fudge, I'll fudge early. I won't fudge late. And the page 3 is the beginning of some practice drills, and I tried to break them down by like base running and throwing. And then I have, you look at some drill work for the infield, the outfield, the catchers. Then I have some team defensive drills on the next page, page 4. Then I have some team base running, and then I have some pitchers fielding practice and all that, and that's great. But if you get to page 6, so page 6 is a template of sort of like maybe one of my normal workouts. And this is if you have a 12-year-old team, a 13, you have an American Legion team or whatever, this would be somewhat of a flow you could pull off and do. You notice it's organized. You notice that there's a lot of things happening simultaneously. And that's really kind of how I think baseball should be run. Too many times I'm driving by the park and I see a whole bunch of kids standing around and there's one ball. And we have to change that. As a matter of fact, we were kind of, for Coach Baseball Right, we did a study, and we didn't do a study. We did some research of studies that are done, and the fact is that kids aren't playing, right? start here and goes down pretty quickly. And you ask a kid why they're not playing, it's not fun. It's not fun. Okay? You ask them why it's playing and it's boring. They're not engaged. Okay? And then I think we have the other spectrum that we'll talk about a little later is maybe we're playing too much, right? Maybe we always sign up for those tournaments, and the best tournament is the one that gives you the most games, right? There's only one problem. By Saturday afternoon, the second game or third game you played, you can't wait for the thing to be over, and you still got 2 more on Sunday. And if you feel that way, how does an 8, 9, 10, and 11-year-old feel? So we have to start thinking about those things. And I don't ask you guys to agree with anything I'm saying. Matter of fact, those guys will tell you when we talk about teaching concepts, I don't want them to buy it because I'm the coach. I want them to buy it because I present information and they've researched it, they've looked on the internet, they've asked other people, and it's reasonable to them. So I challenge you guys just to take my suggestions, be open to it. If I'm wrong, okay, it's all right. Do what you need to do. But if you learn something here, that'd be awesome. Just kind of check it out and see if there's anything that's beneficial. If you guys look at page 7, I have a very simple template for a 7-year-old team, maybe 12 to 14 kids, 3 or 4 adults. I kind of broke it down for you, things that I would do. It'll make more sense like how to fill these in as we go. Then I have a 12U select team. Right below that, I kind of broke it down what I would do with those kids, time frames, things like that. If you go to page 8, there's a couple things on here. There's some SLU baseball camp dates that are on there. And I wanted to remind you, I'm not going to talk. I'll spend 15 minutes today talking hitting. But on Tuesday, over there at the computer room, 6:30 to 8, I'll do a hitting seminar. And I've done this seminar not only in St. Louis, but in different cities. I was in Iowa doing it. I was in Chicago doing it. And these seminars are designed just to really get you guys thinking about the swing that I can't do today after you've seen all this other stuff. I'll introduce some things to you, but that's open to you guys. The only thing I ask is that you give me a call so I can reserve a spot. That's this Tuesday. And then I have some other information about some online things and in the camp. I think here's a camp brochure on page 9. Okay, and what I don't see on here, no, there it is, my email. So if you need to ever reach me, my email is on page 8. Feel free to call or email, and I'll be happy to try to help. Okay, so how many coaches do I have here of 4, 5, 6-year-old programs? Would you raise your hand? 4, 5, 6, so I know, good. Okay, how about 7, 8, 9? Okay, and how about 10, 11, 12, 13? Okay, do I have anybody coaching older, 15, 16s? Okay, so I have a whole gamut here, which is great. So I will try to give you drills for the whole thing. I'll probably start out always giving you the drill for the middle of the road to higher level, and then I'll try to give you the kind of the simplistic drill, what I would do for the 5 and 6-year-olds, the 4-year-olds. What would I do with those kids, how to start. So anyway, we're going to start off today. The flow of the day, if you go to the second page, I'm going to start off and do some base running and playing catch for a purpose, and we'll do some drill work. We'll have a quick break. We'll talk about some team defense stuff and some team base running. We'll have a hitting discussion, quick pitching, and I hope that it's before 11:30, but I'll do how much is too much. How much is too much for your kids? And then finally, probably the most important thing I'm going to say is the last thing, and it's why you're here, why you're coaching. And I think that you guys you'll enjoy that, and I think you can benefit from some of the mistakes that I've made as a dad, and you don't have to make those same mistakes that I've kind of humanly went through. So anyway, and also anytime you want to stop me, you say, hey Steve, what about this? What did you say about that? Just stop me and it's fine. This is a small enough group, it won't be a big deal. Okay, I need some of my guys on here. How about if I can get 8 guys, and I need the bases, and we'll set up and we'll do some quick base running drills. Okay? So here's the bases here. We'll set them up. How about can we do our get off get back, and things like that, okay? Okay, so I always start off all my workouts after we stretch. I do quick base running, and I did this when my kids were 5. And I know what you're thinking. You're saying you can't get leadoffs when they're 5. I never teach the game according to the rules that we play by. Playing that game is the least important thing to me when I'm working with 4, 5, 6-year-olds. I'm giving them what they can handle, and they can handle. This is not hard. What I'm going to show you. It's also not hard for older guys. All right, can we do how little kids would get off, which is going to be left, right, turning on the right, and a shuffle. Left, right, and a shuffle. First thing I do is I teach them how to get off. Okay, next group. Guys, let's take the little kid approach. Let's go left, turn over, and a shuffle. Teach them how to get off. Now for you older guys, I teach a little bit different. Let's go the other way. Let's go right, left, turn, and shuffle. So I use a little different footwork for older guys than younger guys. Okay, let's go at older guys. Go ahead. Right, left, and on the third, they turn in. That's good. And I get them their leadoffs. Very simple. I teach them how to do a leadoff. And I teach it in progression, just like this. Okay? Now, from this spot here, can we go back? And today when we go back, let's go back left foot, far corner. Good. Okay, next group, get out there, get your leadoff. Okay, now I teach them how to get back. Left foot, go. Left foot, far corner. Good. Can you spread out the bases just a little bit? Okay, that way the guys can really get back. Go ahead and do it again. Now let's do it really good for like an older kid drill so we get away from the tag. You ready? Go. Left foot, far corner, and we get away from those tags. And one more of those. And back. Left foot, far corner. Good. Now I always go left foot, far corner. Can we do one line? Can we go back straight, right foot or left foot to the front corner? Okay, this is another for the older guys. This is another drill that we would do. Back, go ahead. So there's a reason why I will do that for you older guys. So here's my theory is that most pitchers don't work on PFP very well, right? And if that throw is not perfect, if it's just a little bit to the right, if I go back this way, that first baseman can't get to the ball. If it's not perfect, he can't get to it. On our field, down here, if you've ever seen our stadium, that means we go first to third. So if I'm trying to draw a throw and I want to maybe fudge a little bit in terms of forcing the pitcher's throw to be spot on, if he's not spot on, we're going first to third on this. Now, I can't expect my guys in a game to do that unless we practice that. So we have 2 different ways we get back to the bag. More of a standard way, left foot, far corner, and pivot away. And then there are times we're going to go back to the front side of the bag, straight in. And we'll block the first baseman from reaching a throw that's not perfect. Okay? All right, now, can we go ahead and can we do this? I need a pitcher and a catcher. A pitcher and a catcher. Can you guys demonstrate while we're waiting for that 60-40? Okay, go ahead. We're back to little kids and older kids now. So go ahead and get your normal lead off. So the thing is I want these guys to be going towards the next base when the ball crosses the zone. So you guys ready? And go. So now they're 60-40 forward when the ball crosses the zone. If the ball's not caught by the catcher, they're going to go to second. If the ball's caught by the catcher, they come back, left foot, far corner. Okay, next group, 60-40. So I call this a simple 60-40. Okay, 60-40 and go. Okay, now go back. Okay, next group. And go. And come back. Okay, now can we put in, how do we want to do this? Let's put a pitcher catcher in. So Weston, I'm going to put you over here, I guess. And I'm just trying to get or Weston, I'm sorry. What's the best way to do this? I'll put you right here with me. We'll just go down this way. And you guys, I guess the first base is going to be over here. Right? Hey, here's pitcher, here's catcher. So you guys move the bases back. Okay, and this way I think it's good enough. I want the audience to see. Okay, so we put in a pitcher and a catcher. Can you move back a little bit? You guys okay? Are we set? Okay, get your lead off. Okay, now wait till he's up top and go. And they come back. Now, if the catcher doesn't catch the ball, they go to second base. If the catcher catches the ball, they come back. So those guys, those base runners are making a read. Right? Now, the thing that you're going to have to teach the little guys is they all want to leave as soon as the pitcher makes any kind of movement, they want to go. Pitcher up top. Pitcher up top. Okay? So go ahead. Let's do it again. Wait, 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 and edge. And come back. Okay? Let's do another one. Wait, wait, and edge. And come back. So what will happen, can we let this one maybe go, maybe not, I don't know. And you guys have to make a read here. Okay? And you're behind just in case. Okay. Okay, now there's something else to this drill. So I've seen games where the ball is right here by the catcher. Right here. He should catch it. But he doesn't catch it. And I've seen guys on third base on that where they're pulling up, expecting. Your guys should never expect the ball to be caught. They should expect the ball to be missed. And if he catches it, you pull back. Okay? Now, can you put down your hat? So we're not going to really do this here, but for your older guys, we put a home plate down or a hat. And those guys at first base have a great line on baseball and trajectory. Baseball and trajectory of the ball. So if the trajectory of the ball from his hand, especially on a breaking pitch, is going to be seen so that the ball is actually going to hit, it's going to hit in front of home plate, they're running. They're always running. The catcher's well schooled and he's really good, we're going to be on in a second. But most catchers will go block and they won't be all that well schooled, and we're going to be able to advance on the block. So he can block it, but if they make the read, we're going to go to second base. So that's the kind of higher level thing that I think you go. Now I'm not going to do that at 5 years old. At 5 years old, I'm doing a simple 60-40, and I will put in a pitcher and a catcher and a ball at 5. Okay? Now, one other point about that, is a 5-year-old really know what a strike is yet, or a ball? Some of them may know a little bit, right? They don't really know about runs yet. They're not sure how many innings. They don't know a lot of that. That doesn't matter. You're just teaching them a small part of the game. They don't have to understand the big part, just a small part. And why is that important? If you teach it to them when they're 6 or 5, you don't have to teach it to them when they're 7. You're teaching something else to them when they're 7. Okay? So you always teach at least 1 to 2 years ahead of what you can play. All righty, so now let's hold on just for a second. Yes?
What movement is the pitcher doing when you're telling him to go 60-40?
Go ahead and stop at the right spot. So here's the only thing we're telling him. Go ahead. Nothing, stop. When he's going to the plate and he gets right here, it's time to edge. If you let them go too soon, this is called a secondary or a lead after. If they go too soon, they get too far off, they get thrown behind. Okay, now, so once we do this thing, the next thing we do, and I'm going to keep you there, but I'm not going to use you. Can we go and steal second? Now, little guys, I actually will teach by the end of the season of a 5-year-old team. Okay, this is not the first day, but by the end of the season, they will be doing this next thing. At camp on Friday or Thursday, they're doing this. The 5-year-olds at camp. Okay, hey guys, get your lead off. Extra shuffle. Your older group, we put them in front of the baseline. On this, we put them in front. And now, there's a key here. Would you go and demonstrate the left heel coming up, Weston? Don't run yet, don't run. Right there, when the left heel comes up, we run, and when the right heel comes up, we go back. Now, there's other keys than that. There are other keys than that. That's the most simplistic read I can give you, and that's what I'm going to start with. So go ahead and, hey guys, go ahead and do the drill. Okay, next group. Bad jump. Nick, the first boy, had a very poor jump on that. Okay, extremely poor. You got to be better, Nick. Good. Now, there's something else that's in this drill. It sounds silly, but it's really important. You know, there are lots of times in a game when a boy, you tell them to steal, and for whatever reason, their focus, the pitcher quick pitched, they slipped on it was a little wet, they don't get a jump, right? You know, the kids really know they didn't get a jump. They know when they don't get it. Part of this drill is this: if you don't get the jump, you don't steal. Yes?
Why in front of the baseline?
Okay, why in front? Okay, okay, I'll articulate it this way. Can I have a couple guys here? A couple guys, just two guys. Okay, you're right. Okay, you're yeah. You get a lead to steal, you get a normal lead. You get a normal lead. Okay. Okay, now. So I have two guys here. Can you switch places? Can you switch it? Yeah. Normal lead and a lead to steal. So I have two guys here. And the pitcher is usually right here in this angle, this rough angle. And if I was further over here, what I'm going to try to articulate is, if I put this guy in front, the distance from here, which is what the pitcher sees, here to where that base is, here, looks the same. It's the distance from here to that base. So from a perspective of a pitcher that's over there and roughly 60 feet, okay, it looks the same. So he doesn't see the difference on our leadoff. Now, let's be honest, right? If you play us long enough, you should know, right? We play Vianney twice, 2-3 times a year, every year. Pretty soon Vianney knows what we're doing. So for when we play certain teams that play us a lot, I can't do that. We'll just go right down the middle. But if we play team first time ever we play them, that's what we're going to do. Because it doesn't look like we've expanded our lead. We have. We got an extra shuffle when we're going to steal. That's an extra 2 to 3 feet, and it doesn't look like that to a pitcher. Side point, if you're coaching your first baseman, these are the things you want to coach your first baseman up. These are things that you want to tell them. If you're at the 12, 13, 14 level, always have the kid look at leads, see what's different. Same thing with your third baseman. When a team's going to squeeze or steal home, there are lots of things that are different that you should notice. And if a kid notices it, something's different, and he's playing third base, and he doesn't know what to do, he does one thing. He calls time. You call time, and you run in, and you tell the pitchers, I don't know, but something's up, and then you holler at your coach, and you get everybody on the same page. Yes? Hi, Kevin.
How many feet does that person move up?
He's at the very front tip of the bag,
Okay.
and Jake's actually at the back tip of the bag. Okay, maybe, yeah. So,
Front tip of the back.
yeah, that's good enough. And if you don't feel comfortable doing it, it's okay. On the website here, we have a demonstration of that. It's on the website where I actually talk about that, and I've got the camera on the pitcher's mound, and there's a fence in the background. And you'll see the left shoulder, his left shoulder at a certain spot on the fence, and then you'll see him get to the other leadoff where he's stealing. He's actually increased it, and it pretty well looks the same. The left shoulder is almost identical to the same spot, and I put that on the website. And that's all, so that's a really good question. Okay, now, let's go ahead and do this. Can we demonstrate, we've talked about getting your lead, getting off the bag, getting back to the bag. We've talked about straight steals. Can we do a delay steal? Now, to do the delay steal, what I like to do, I like to have the pitcher here, and in the back row, you do a lead after, the front row, do a delay steal. So this is not for my 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9-year-olds. This is for the 11s, 12s, 13, and higher. Okay? So I want you to notice what's happening. Hey guys, back row, lead after, front row, delay steal. You need to sharpen up. The audience, you guys, I'm sorry, you have to even out the bases. The audience won't know. So you're just getting a normal lead after. Okay, a little shorter lead. Okay. Okay, next group. I'll explain this in just a second. Let's do it again. The back guy's lead off is not as much. Okay, that was a little bit slow, but we'll talk about that in a second. One more. Okay, hey Nick, that's too slow. Let's do it again. Okay, so here's the deal. Sometimes you play a great catcher, or you got a slow runner like me, and you need to steal a bag. So you're not going to steal it by speed. You're going to have to outsmart your opponent. So think about what most catchers do. Is the pitcher throws the ball, they glance, and what they're looking at is hips. They're going to notice the difference between this and this. Same thing with your second baseman or shortstop. They walk into the pitch, they glance, and they see hips. And when they see this, they kind of relax and play the pitch. And after the pitch, they generally don't cover the bag. What do catchers do? They hold the ball for the umpire. So what we do is we make it look like a lead after, but we're stealing second base on the play. So let me show you some of the differences here. Can you guys get your lead off? So this is normal. The back row is a normal lead. He's got an extra shuffle. That's the first thing. Extra shuffle. Extra shuffle. So he's inside the bag and he's even or deep. That's number one. Number two, his key is right here. Right here. Right here. His key, so to speak, he's not stealing, is when the pitcher gets up here. But they look the same. They look the same. So if you outsmart either the catcher, or if the catcher's not outsmarted the middle infielders, they both got to be on the same page to stop the play. If one of those two kids is fooled, then we steal second base. And I can't tell you how many times A, the catcher doesn't throw, or B, the catcher is not fooled, but there's nobody at second base. Okay? See, my thinking about how I coach offense is I believe that I can control the game offensively. So I just don't go out there and stop them and wave them. I want to put pressure on the team we're playing. I want to put so much pressure on the team we're playing that the night before we play them, the traditional schools that we play, it's a special night. Say, hey guys, tomorrow when you play SLU, A, B, C, and D. I don't have to do one thing in that game, and I've already got a small advantage because those guys are thinking outside the norm. They're doing something different, and we've already got something going. If I don't do one thing that day, it's okay. But pressure, pressure, pressure. You are always putting pressure on the defense if you're teaching 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-olds, and your kids have more fun. It's fun to win a game on a suicide or a safety squeeze in the last inning. It's fun to get to go-ahead run with a delay steal in the bottom of the sixth. It's fun to steal home, right? It's fun to make a play that you shouldn't make because the other guys weren't prepared. And the other thing for our guys, it teaches us, everything I teach should be stopped. Everything I teach here, you should be able to stop it. So our guys feel if we give up 2 delay steals all year, I'd say 1 I'll live with, but 2 I'd be disappointed with. We should know better. We practice this all the time. We should not give it up defensively. We should not have a guy steal home on us. We should not, and it happens, the real tough one is the second base, guys getting a walk-in lead. We should not give that play up. We should be better prepared than that. So all these offensive things are great, but you got to teach your kids how to stop them. Okay, can we do second base? Walk-in lead. Can you guys put down some hats for me? And while they're doing that, I want to say one thing to the older guys, older coaches. Certain pitches you should never get picked on. If you're stealing the bag and you get picked, I get it. But if it's 3-2, full count, you know, and there's 2 outs and a guy on first, you never get picked on that play. It's a make sure play. if you're going to do a delay steal, you should never get picked on a delay steal. Now, you notice I got after Nick a little bit. I said, Nick, it wasn't, you need to be better than that or something. Well, he could have told me, he could have said back to me, hey, coach, wait a minute, I was just making sure. And that would have been a good answer, and I would have said, hey, maybe a little bit too much. So you don't want to get picked on certain kinds of plays. 3-2, okay, you don't want to get picked on that. Don't want to get picked on a delay. And if you're doing a first and third play, first and third where you're going to steal second and all that, you don't want to get picked on a guy fakes 3 and goes 1. So those are the kinds of plays that you don't want to give up, okay? Okay, this is from second base. So you notice I got 2 hats out there. Go ahead and get your lead off. I got a back hat and a front hat. So let's just go ahead. He's 1 look. Let's just steal a couple. Good. Next group. Guys, get in there. We're stealing third base from second. This is a walk and lead. This is not for 5, 6, 7, 8s, or 9s. Maybe 9s. So we have a simple rule here. When he looks at you, you slide back. When he looks away, you slide off. It's very simple. But what are the hats for? If he's looking at you and you get closer to second base than those hats, you don't have to go any closer to second base. That's good enough. If he's looking away and he's letting you drift away, if you get to the forward hat, that's too far. You need to hit that hat and bounce back, because what he's going to do is let you go and he's going to throw behind you. That's what he's doing. So it's called a buffer. We have a back buffer and a forward buffer. Go ahead. Okay, now let's put 2 looks in. Okay, one more time, 2 looks. Okay, now here's the tough one. If you don't get a jump on this one, they're all going to want to go. You got to teach them, if you don't get the jump, it's okay. Better to be safe for the next pitch than to do it and to be out at third base. That's a hard one to sell that on. Okay, and last thing, we're going to go back to the little guys and the older guys. Can I get a pitcher and a catcher, and can you guys slide? Can you move the bases like this way? And you're on third base going this way. You're on third base coming this way. I need a catcher here and a pitcher out here. This is my third base lead after, and this is a big one, and I want to talk to you guys about this after you see it. Okay, I need another guy here. I need a catcher or somebody, or anybody. Anybody's fine. You're fine. And just stand right here, just in case. Okay. Okay, now, go ahead and do another one. They're going to do a right, left, right. That's the easiest way to teach it. Right, left, right. Okay, now we have a couple things. Down and foul. Down and foul. Okay, so batted ball hits them, foul ball. Back over the line. In case a catcher throws, if they're on the line, has to throw one side or the other. Okay, which is good for us as a runner. So down and foul, back over the line. 5-year-olds? Yeah, 5-year-olds can do this. Do they understand why? No, but it's okay. By the time they're 8, they're going to be way further ahead than other guys. So right, left, right. Now there's something else I want to talk about, and we really can't do this very well here. These guys here, right, left, right, when they hit the right foot, they got to be thinking that he's not going to catch it, or they got to be thinking the ball's going to be hit on the ground, because I want to score. Now here's what they really do. As they make their step with their last step with their right foot, they're pulling up with their upper body, and they're almost stopping, and then the ball's hit, and then they're running, or the ball's by the catcher, and then they're starting again. You don't want that. You want it to be fluid. So if it's hit on the ground, or in fact it's not caught by the catcher, you don't want to see him pull up and start up again. That's a real big thing here. Almost everybody stops and starts, and that's what we have to coach them out of. Okay, go ahead. Okay, and come back. Down and foul, back and fair. One more. And can we let this one, just be careful. It's coming to you. Get right past you. Good. Okay. So very simple things there on base running. Now, are there more base running? How about stealing home? I'm not going to give you stealing home. Say I can, but I won't. How about double steal score, first and third? We can do that. I just don't think it's the right place. How about safety squeeze versus suicide squeeze footwork? These are all things that we practice the first 15 minutes of practice, but we don't do them all every day. I do 3 things, 4 things a day. The next day I'll do 2 of those 4 things, I'll add 2. The next day I'll do 2 of those, I'll add 2. And like this week, we haven't covered stealing home yet. I'll just keep building every day. Now why is that important? Because I have a foundation to build on and it makes practice more interesting for my kids. It's not the same, it's the same template every workout maybe, but it's not the same content every workout. These guys are really smart. Your little 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds, they play some really cool video games. They're smart. What's lacking here is us. People like me do a rotten job of helping people learn the game, and people like you are well-intentioned in many cases, but don't have the resources that maybe you would like. So we're all kind of in that tough spot. What do we do with little kids? So we have to make the practices engaging and kind of stimulating. So that's what we do on base running. Okay, and we do more, but that's enough for today. All right, any questions on base running? Because I want to get into throwing. Yes?
On secondary and third base, what are you telling your kids on a ball hit right back to the pitcher?
Okay, so I may tell them one of 3 things. I may say, hey, listen, in this situation, based on the infield, the score, let the ball go through. So we're not going to be as aggressive from third base. I may tell them, go on down contact. And if it's hit to the pitcher, and we committed on down contact, stay in the rundown long enough to get the batter runner to second. Or I may say, hey, look the way they're playing. The corners are in, up the middle is okay. So I'll say corners, which to them means don't go if it's hit to third or first, and if it's hit up the middle, let it get past the pitcher and we can score. Now, what we do in practice is I put 4 lines at third base, and I put pitchers out there, and what I'll do is I'll give them a scenario and I'll hit a ball, and they will have to react to that ball. So if we're going corners, they do one thing, down contact another thing, through another thing. So it depends on what I set it up before the play. Does that make sense? Okay, but we got to practice it. Hey, if you guys think that you can get mad at your kids because he ran and you told him, make sure the ball goes through before you run. And he runs and he's out and you're mad at him, but you've never practiced it. That's not on your kid, that's on you. I will never get mad at those guys, not ever. If something happens in a game and we don't handle it well, and I didn't put my kid in the best position, that's mine. I forget what we were talking about yesterday. I was talking to all you guys, and I said, I came up with something that happened, and I told you yesterday, I said, hey, that was bad coaching on my part. What, you guys remember the play? What happened? Oh, I know what it was. Yeah. We're talking we lost the game on this play. 2 outs, bases loaded, we're winning 4-3, 6th inning. We control the game. Bouncing ball hit to the third baseman. He doesn't make a great throw. But my second baseman does a double play pivot at second base, right? And it just barely pulled him off. But I had never told the kid, hey, in that situation, you're not playing second base, you're playing first base. So if the throw takes you wider than what's comfortable, cross over, make the play. That wasn't his fault, that was my fault. You know, and I know we can, the bottom line is, guys, we are all in it together. Those guys and me, we're in it together. They're going to screw up, I'm going to screw up. The only thing isn't who screwed up, it's can we get better as a team? Can you help your kids get better? That's really what it's about. Sometimes if it's 50-50, you're better off taking the blame yourself than putting it on them. If it's 50-50, if it's 60-40 maybe, take the blame yourself. And sometimes they screw up too, and they need to know that. But we're all in it. It doesn't make any difference who, as long as somebody acknowledges and we'll get better because of it. Okay, can you guys get your gloves? And Weston, you're going to start off real quick. as they get their gloves, you're going to talk to the audience real quick about 30 seconds, a minute about what you do when you play catch. Now, I'm going to get to little kids in a second, but this is for the older guys as well. When he plays catch, Weston's a pitcher. There's a couple things he's going to do when he plays catch, and he's going to mention 2 or 3 of them to you now. Go ahead.
All right, so first off, I like to just get my arm warm, kind of hit.
Louder, bud, louder.
Just get through, get the arm working, and then as you go back, you want to kind of massage the arm, so you want to get it higher trajectory as possible. And then as you go out, the long toss is very important. It's when you have bullpens or you pitch, the long toss day is your most important day because it's going to directly go over to the mound. And then as you come in, there's a couple of drills we do.
Can you demonstrate just the spots for me?
Yeah.
Do we have a partner, Matthew? Let Matthew go with him. Yeah, there you go.
So once you come in, you're going to ask your partner to give you spots, and you're going to try to hit it as close as possible. So you're going to tell them fastball or two-seam or whatever you're working on. We like to work on fastballs and change-ups mostly from this distance, but you can do curveball. So then you're just going to hit spots. Keep it as realistic as possible. Lower the better. When you come in, you like to keep it below the waist, so it is just like you're on the mound.
Okay, so the thing I really like about pitchers, though, playing catch for a purpose, can you guys get on the line for a second? So whenever I'm working with kids, right foot here, left foot on the line. First thing I like to do is get them lined up. Go ahead and throw the ball. Or you can just step and throw as long as you're on the line. Yeah, just get them lined up. Just get them lined up so they're staying straight. That's the first thing. Second thing I like, after you get them straight, spots. Every time you play catch with your kid in the driveway, put your hand here or your glove here. Have him feel what it feels like to get the ball here or here. What does it feel like to own that pitch here or here? He's 10 years old. What does it feel like? When he gets really good going side to side, high and low, high and low. After he does that, after he gets the bottom half lined up and he starts to feel good with his spots, it's time. All these little kids should know 4-seam, right? 4-seam versus 2-seam. 4-seam, 2-seam. If you really want to know what makes pitchers great, it's command and late movement. It's not velocity. Velocity is all of our stopgap measure, because velocity always means strikeout, and your team, the ineptness of our teams won't be shown because nobody will hit it. But the best pitchers, it's not about velocity. It's about placement, changing speeds, and late movement. Best example of late movement we all should know is Chris Carpenter. Detroit Tigers, how many times did he throw a pitch against a left-handed hitter, and the left-handed hitter strides, gives up on the pitch in the last 12 feet, the ball comes back over, strike 3. Late movement, and you should have the boys practice late movement when they play catch. So bottom half, spots, and grips, 2-seam versus 4-seam. Okay, I need catchers. Okay, go ahead. And you guys can, just 2 or 3 thoughts when you play catch. That's all I want.
First off, whenever we catch the ball, we like to just do our transfer to the air. Just do that so it becomes natural, right to the air, catch it right at the distance. And then the next thing we like to do when we're like 90 feet apart or so, we practice our double play turns. So we're receiving the ball from the infield, stuff on the plate, drag, and then we go to first. We can get all sides of the infield, so the left. All that.
How about footwork, tees? Show them the tee. There's a line right there. Show them what you want to do when you throw the ball down.
So in a second? Or
Yeah, there's a line right there.
So for, we also practice our push a second. It's important here to go real speed so that you can like muscle memory down there. Starting our stance.
A little bit louder, bud. A little bit louder.
Block our left, block our right foot, come forward.
Okay, why don't you do a bunt pickup?
And we have 3 what we do. So first baseline, where we come, scoop it, salad tongs, so you don't barehand it, or you have people that go both. Take a power step back to the throwing lane.
So that's a bunt pickup down the first base line. Let's do one down the middle.
From the middle, you come around it a little more. Same thing, picking it up.
And let's do one down the third base line.
Then the third base line, a little different. You have to go around. Pick it up like this, so we're facing first.
Okay, can you do one knee drill for me? One knee.
So, common misconception of one knee drill is that, so we start, we go like from second, right? But the thing is that most kids, and I would do this too, which know this, is that we get lazy and just do it like this. But we go, come back to your ear, like you throw it out second. So you start a little slow. Then once you get your hand in, you go a little faster.
Okay, hey, can I have just maybe 3 balls real quick? And we'll do, can we do bunt pickups? Thank you, sir. I'll put them right here for you. Right here, you put them down. I got this thing I can't pin down. There you go. First baseman, real quick. You guys are coming next. Okay, go ahead. So we do a lot of bunt pickups, and you're going to see more catching drills when Ray gets the guys out. But these are all things that you can do playing catch. We can put all this into just playing catch. The third one we would throw. Okay, so we try to do our footwork. We try to do lots of different things. Can I have a first baseman? Okay, real quick. Okay, I only got 1 minute for each one. Donovan, you'll be going next.
So at first base, first of all, when you're catching it, I like to work on my footwork. So you start with 2 feet on the bag and just go towards the ball, try and keep receiving it. And then for playing catching purpose, I like to work on my double plays. So you can work on both ball right at you and ball to your right. So it's like this. This is right at me. Get my hips around.
How about the other way?
Ball to my right, field it, I drop my right foot back. And I also like to work on receiving pickoffs from the pitcher. So when I do this, you have to make sure you keep your hips around, you clear out of the baseline so you don't hit the runner. And then
You do picks too? Yeah, why don't you go that way a little bit. Couple picks. Okay. Good enough. Okay, middle infield. Middle infield, go ahead, real quick. Ricky, you in the outfield, go next.
Alright, so a few things I like to work on when I play catch. Fielding a ground, actually we'll just do transfers real quick. So when you're receiving the ball, step through the left foot, 2 hands with the glove. This is for quick transfers on like double plays or just like relays or something. So quick transfers. Okay, a few things. Let's see. A ground ball right at you. So I just kind of have the ball in my glove. I like to get down and field it. Take a few shuffles. Also on the receiving end, so like when you receive it, it's going to work on like if you're at second. So you receive it, take like a step back, the double plays. So if you want to take a step forward, double play pivots.
Off balance? Left foot forward.
What?
You do it left foot forward. I don't care.
So this is for off balance plays, like a short roller. So you're getting to it. It's It's inside your left foot, right? Two hands, take one step, throw.
Can you put it together a little bit live?
Yeah.
Easy to. Okay. Anything else?
That's about it.
Okay, one more. Outfield? Yes. Last roll, bare hand. That's it. If the ball's rolling, other than that, yes. Yeah. Last, one more turn of the notches, we'll bare hand or still. But other than that, we glove it. And when you glove it, gloves on the inside of your foot. And we'll talk about that. Go ahead.
So we start off working on our different situations. So when no man's on, just ground ball. We're gonna throw right foot down, come up and throw. And we do this so we make sure no ball gets by us. And then when we have one man on, we're gonna field it on the inside of our foot. And we also have the foot on our glove side forward.
How about a couple step and throws?
And now this one, we get the ball up and we field it on our right eye because that's our glove side step. And we also have our game on the line where we're fielding on the outside of our foot, firing because this is like a play at the plate or situation where you have to the ball.
Okay, now the only reason I did that is that if you think about your kids playing catch, just think about that 5 minutes, and you say, guys, go and play catch. If you're honest, the biggest waste of time in your practice is those 5 minutes. And I don't expect these guys to, or anybody to remember most of that. All I want you to do is be aware that when you let them play catch, there's something that each kind of kid should be working on. Each kid's different. They all have different things to do. So instead of just giving them 5 or 6 minutes and letting them throw, trust me, it doesn't work. Make sure that they're doing something well, okay? All right, now, we're gonna go into some drills. Third base. We're not gonna do third base today. Yeah, we're not gonna do that one, and we're just gonna quickly get by. We're gonna...
Coach, with little kids who, play all of the positions,
We're gonna do, yes.
how do we make that sort of a drill?
You don't. And we're gonna do some throwing drills now, and we'll talk about what I would do with little kids. So I need Donovan and just a couple guys. Yeah. Okay, come on out here, guys. Can we set up ready, break, throw? Ready, break, throw drill, and there you go. All right, so here's the first thing I would do with little kids. So I put them on a foul line. So this is my left field foul line. There's home plate, there's left field. And I turn them this way. Imaginary ball, ready position. And I teach them ready, break. And when they break thumb down, ball up. And those guys, can you do it for me now? There you go. Ready, break. Good. Can you do it again? Ready, break. Okay. Ready, break. Okay, now we're gonna ready, break. We're gonna pretend to throw. We're not gonna throw though. Ready, break, and throw. Okay, now let's do it again. I'm gonna show you something that little kids will have to be changed. Ready, break, throw. Okay, so when you have a little kid, you notice a big kid, he didn't step when he threw. Little kids, ready, break. They're gonna have to come up a little bit to get a little weight behind their throw, and that's okay. So what you wanna do is teach them without a ball. Ready, break, thumb down to ball up. And I do it without a ball. Ready, break. First drill I ever do throwing. Ready, break. And then ready. Okay, when I break, I'll have this come. So I want a scope. So there's my scope. Ready, break. There's my scope for little kids. The ball should not be at second base. It should be for a lefty at the second baseman. Here is good. That's not. For a righty, it's not at second base. It's at the shortstop, the ball. So second base will be right here. Not here. It's really right here. Okay? Right there. Not here. Right here. What they're going to want to do is they're going to want to take the ball out, ball up. That's what they're going to want to do. Ball up, and then we're going to throw like a pie. You don't want that. And when they finish their throw, they pick up and throw. Here's the other thing a little kid will not do, is they will throw, and they'll leave their throwing foot back. You have to ready, break, and when they throw, make sure their throwing foot comes up. So I do this stuff without a ball. Without a ball, okay? After I do that without a ball on the line, I do them all together, right? Then I can put them in a group. Can I have another boy right here? Doesn't make Jake. So there's my coach right there. Here's my line. Okay, give him the ball, please. Here's my line. You ready? Get behind him. Get behind him. Ready, break, and then now here. I'm a coach, so I got to come here and I got to fix them, whatever I want to do, right? And then throw. And then the next boy comes in, and you may have to catch the ball for them because they may not be able to catch it. Ready, break. Okay, widen your feet, more athletic. Good, 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 and throw. Okay, so coach is here, coach is there, right? And this is why you get, one of the things we'll talk about is getting lots of moms and dads involved. You know, the day of moms and dads coming and sitting in the chair and watching, those days should be over. Get them all involved. They can all do something, okay? So that's ready, break, throw. Now, I want to talk about the 1 or 2 minutes I would spend at a 5-year-old practice on letting them play catch. No more than 2 minutes. And here's how it would go. Okay, Donovan, can you get down in position? Get down. I would teach them, first of all, how to bend their knees. And then I would say to them, when the ball comes, sorry, if it's over here, move your feet. Move your feet. When the ball is over here, move your feet. So that's kind of the rule. Okay, so here we go. You ready? So I give all the guys on this side the ball. There's 5 kids over here, and there's 5 kids here. This is going to be a disaster when you do it, but it's kind of fun to watch. And you say, ready, break, and throw. And then all the balls go past them, right? And then they all run and get the ball. And then, okay, you say, now you ready? Get this guy in ready position. Ready, break, and throw. And they all, you know, and you do that for 4 or 5 times, and that's all your team throwing, little. All your throwing is really done to your coaches. Okay? Another drill for little kids. I love that wall. Put a big X on the wall. Ready, break, and they hit the X. They hit the X, and the cool thing is the ball comes right back to them. They pick it up, next guy in line. So those are little kid drills. Now something else for little kids. Okay, come on over. I need Donovan for this one. Little kids don't know how to receive a ball. So if you throw a ball above their waist, that's what they're going to do. So the first thing you do, okay, you're widen your feet. The first, can I borrow a ball? Can I borrow a ball? First thing I do, can you face the other way? Face me, there you go. Is I give him widen his feet and I say, okay, Don, when the ball is above your waist, I want you to fingers up. So I throw him a couple here, and I got to be real careful. Fingers up, fingers up. Okay, Donovan, these are all below your waist. Fingers down. I teach them fingers down and fingers up. And then I tell them, I'm not going to tell you. You got to catch it. You got to guess yourself. Okay? So he doesn't know what's coming. Now the first couple practices, it's tough. You got to be very patient. Well, oh, yeah. So hey, good idea. A good idea when you work with little kids. I don't use wiffle balls, but I love Incrediballs. Little kids and Incrediballs. I will never use this. Or when my kids were real little, the CYC used a ball called a pet ball, which was a miniature softball. And it's almost as hard as this. Wrong thing to use. I always use Incrediballs when I'm working with 4, 5, 6, 7-year-old kids. If the league doesn't use it, go and do what the league does when you play. When you practice, use an Incrediball.
Tennis ball?
Tennis ball is great. Now, so here's the first drill. Okay, right? It's low and it's high. Okay, now, here's the next part of this drill. Now I tell him I'm going to throw it high, but it's going to be over here. So he has to move his feet. Okay, so you ready? Okay, over here. Move your feet. good. Now, high, over this way. High. Move your feet. Good. Now I teach him to move his feet to the ball. High. Okay. Now this is going to be low over here. Low. Good. So any ball that he can get in front of, he will. And then I tell him, third phase, I say, hey, these balls are so hard, you can't move your feet. So now, come on out here, widen your feet. Okay, now he's got to learn the fan. He's a little fan. It's a little fan. He can't move his feet. We got a little fan here. So no feet, no moving feet allowed. And I just sort of tell him, okay, let's go low left, low left. Let's go high left. Okay, let's go high right. Let's go low right. And you teach the little guys how to move their gloves. By the end of the year, some of your kids are going to make a lot of progress. But you can't assume that this is what you're going to get right here. Yes?
Are you always that close?
Yeah, I'm close. I'm close. The further away you get with little kids, the less chance of it working. So stay close. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, now hey, if I'm working with a boy that's a little bit more advanced, I may go 12 feet, right? I kind of read the kid I'm working with. Okay, now, can we do, for these guys, can we do, I need 4 guys. 4 guys. Let's do rapid fire. This is, that's little kid stuff. Now it's for some older guys. Some couple throwing drills for older guys. Let's do rapid fire. So I got a line here, and I know this is silly, and my guys hate when I do this to them, and I understand it, but it's, I run camps and kids get hurt when I don't do this. So he's going to throw to him, but these guys are in line. Do not ever have the line behind. Put the line to the side and turn them this way. And have them hustle in. I hate when guys walk in baseball. And if you don't, hey, my guys, these are the best guys in the world right here. I'm the luckiest guy in St. Louis to have these guys. 38 years I've been here with kids like these, 30 kids. They are the nicest, most humblest group of kids that a guy can ever have. There's very few egos on that team. They're really nice. But they get irritated with me when I kind of say some of this because it frustrates me when we walk. I hate walking. You should never walk on a baseball field. Foul ball, drink of water, hustle on the field, hustle off the field. And when you see guys walking to get the foul ball, you see guys walking in a drill, it brings down the whole practice. And they know that. And you guys, I mean this politely because I coached in my parish, and I know what it's like when you get after your wife's best friend, child. You know, I get that. But sometimes, you know, there's a bigger picture here, and the way I looked at it is if that was going to break up my adult friendship because I did something like that, well, I don't have a friendship anyway. So I was fine. My wife maybe wasn't, but I was okay. Okay, you ready? So watch their glove foot. Go slow the first time. Glove foot to the ball. Okay, now they speed it up. Glove foot to the ball. Quick transfer drill. Okay, good. Now, can we do a V drill? Just 3 guys? Just 3 for this one? Okay, same kind of drill. This is called a V drill. Glove foot to the ball, just a different variation. Now, do not let this poor kid stay here long. Switch it. Switch it. After about 30 seconds, you need to switch it out. Go ahead. Glove foot to the ball. 1 ball. Lots of groups doing this. Quick transfer. Okay, good enough. Great job. Can we go? I need a 4th guy, line drill. Okay, this is a line drill. Okay, well, can you guys watch the outside for a second? The outside guys, same kind of footwork. The outside, go ahead. The outside guys, same footwork. Watch Adam, same footwork, glove foot to the ball. Okay, now watch the inside guy, different footwork. Inside guy, meat hand foot to the ball, meat hand foot to the ball, meat hand foot, meat hand foot. Okay, hold it, hold it. Everything that we teach has a place in the game. Okay, so I am a first baseman, and I am a cut man on a base hit to right field, the man on second, play coming to the plate. Here's what I used to do. Now I'm left-handed. So I grew up and the ball would come. Now I'm only going to throw it to Jacob. He's about 60 feet from me, right? So here comes the ball, and the ball comes and I kind of turn. Now watch my feet. I catch it right here. Now to throw the ball 60 feet, I go 1, 2, and throw. 2 steps. Each step is about 6 feet for the runner. So now all we do, here, same guy right here. My meat hand foot will go to the ball, I'll catch it on this side, meat hand foot to the ball, catch it. 1 step. 1 step. I cannot expect my guys to make that play in a game unless we practice it. We'll practice that 2-3 times a week. And now some of these guys here, for my B team to juniors just moving up, that may be the first time they heard that. They did it yesterday. They maybe didn't know why. You know, coach told us to do it. I'm a big guy. They're smart enough, they should know why. There's something else that they're just learning. So later on I'm going to talk about this website that I have for you, but they all have access to this website. So if I say tomorrow we're going to do bunt defenses, they should be on the website the night before looking at bunt defenses. Why do I have to spend 20 minutes of teaching it all when my guys can read and look at video and think, right? It takes them 5 minutes. If everybody does 5 minutes of homework on their own for your practice or mine, it makes practice a lot nicer the next day. And why should we take total responsibility when the resources are out there for them to take some responsibility? So I think the kids should always know the why. Why do we do something? If we're just teaching them to do something, and like I'm guilty of this, I went to a clinic and I heard something, I wasn't sure why, but it sounded good. So the next time we were practicing, hey, I want you to swing down on the ball, get backspin on whatever I did. That's human, isn't it? I did it. I bet you some of you have done it. And the question I would ask you is just why? Why are you doing that drill? If you don't know why, maybe you shouldn't do the drill. If they don't know why, they should be asking, Coach, why do we always end with the right-left on a ground ball? Why? Coach, why are you teaching our pivots like that? They should know the why. The other reason they should know the why is maybe they have a better way than what I'm teaching. And you know what? I'm smart enough to know that I don't know it all. And I've learned a lot from those kids. Okay, can we do around the horn real quick? Question? Yes? Okay, I'm left-handed. So my meat hand is my left hand. Left hand foot, meat hand foot. Glove here. My glove's on here. Meat hand foot. Left hand. Throwing hand. You got it. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, thanks for doing that. I get carried away. Okay, now I got a square here. Okay, go ahead. Go at normal. Normal throws. Body flows to the ball. Wherever the ball is, this is an easy throw. Body flows to the ball. Catch the ball in the middle of your body if you can. Easy throw. Easy throw. Move your feet though. Move your feet. Good. That's real good. Good job. Okay, now here's the tough part. Reverse it. I don't let them follow their glove. They got to get their hips around to throw. Okay, hold it right there. Hey guys, you know where most errors on the infield are? They're not fielding errors, they're throwing errors. Here's where they are. Third baseman goes to his left, fields the ball like this, first base is over here, here's what happens. Fields it, gets his hips going to the right field fence, drops his elbow, and throws it to the dugout side of first base. Now a guy makes a really nice play with the glove, and he screws it up with his hips. That drill there is for hips. That's a hip drill. It forces the guys to get their hips around. It's a wonderful drill. Okay, come on in, guys. Infield. Infield, can you guys get out here and go through our little progression that we do? So now I'm going to give you some infield stuff, and I'll kind of, are you guys the infield? How about the rest of the infield? Go ahead and get out there. Yeah, let's start out just like we normally would. Okay, four lines, right? And facing that way so the audience can see you. You're going to get some balls? Okay. All righty. Okay, go ahead and go. I'll let you go. Donovan, you can call it. Go ahead and go. Hop, go. Okay, go ahead. Okay, now right there in that simple drill, that would take me with my 5-year-olds, take me almost all season. You say, what happened in that drill? I didn't see anything. Okay, time to show you what happened. First thing you have to do with little guys. First thing you do with little guys is you teach them how to get ready for the pitch, because they just stand there. They just stand there. They don't know. So you say, okay, just relax and then hop. So a hop could be a right, left, hop. Could be right, left, hop, left, I don't care, anything. Right, left, hop. Now they're ready. Right, left, hop. So I teach them a hop. First thing I teach them is a hop. Second thing I teach them, and I have this thing right here I'm wearing, so I can't do that. Would you, Donovan, would you come over here? Triangle. Triangle. Go ahead, just get a triangle. You know, most kids will feel the ball with their glove right between their legs. Teach them a triangle. Okay, triangle is top of the triangle to here to here. Triangle. Okay, that's the second thing. And the third thing I teach them, I'm going to put this here. This is where you're going to, yeah. From right after the hop, I'm going to teach them right, left. Thank you, sir. Okay, so hop, right, left, right, left. Okay, and you always want to end with the right, left. You always want to end with the right, left, because when you're in the infield, a right, left always takes you towards first base, which is our shortstop, or excuse me, or second base. Either one, which is where your throws are going to go. So let's do it again. Hop, approach, right, left, right, left. One more time. Hop, approach, always a right, left. Okay, now there's something else going on here. My guys, they know this from the other day. They were all running, they were helicopters. So they went to that triangle position and they landed their helicopter. But I didn't want them, I wanted to land a plane. When you approach the ball, you're going to feel it in your thighs. So you ready? Hop and go. Okay, good. And I want him to feel it in his thighs. I don't want him to go here and down. I want him to go down like he's landing a plane. And this is, we're kind of jammed up here, right here, so go ahead. Okay, now something else I want him to know. Did you notice when Donovan approached, did you notice where the glove was? Half my guys the other day were glove flippers. There's a little camera in the glove. Have them take a picture of the ball. Have them put that camera on the ball during the approach. During the approach. Okay, go ahead. Go. Okay, and again. Go. Okay, so those are all that drill you just saw out there. You had to go through all that. It might take me 4 or 5-year-olds all year to do that. All year to do that drill. Now, can you come up to the triangle? Next thing I do with little kids too, triangle. Now, can you simulate 2 steps and throw? 2 steps and throw, good. Come on back. 2-step release. I don't even have them, they don't even throw. They just do this. Go ahead. 2 steps, good. Another one of those. Go. And then what I'll do is I'll put them in line, I'll let them put a ball in their glove. Put the ball in your glove. Now I have a coach over there and simulate the throw. Now he's going to throw it to the coach. Now he's going to throw it to the coach. And then what's kind of fun is you can get your, go back a little bit. Now this is a little harder. I roll the ball, and as I roll the ball, I want him to focus, let's say, on his right, left. Now do you notice that he didn't get to the right of the ball? But that's okay, there's a lot for a little kid. I just say, hey, focus on your right, left. Okay? Focus on your triangle now. Okay? Now, focus on the 2-step. Okay? And then gradually, now I'm talking a little bit older, go back up a little bit. Gradually, I'll roll a ball, get to the right side of it. Move over a little bit this way. Good. Get to the right side of it. You notice how he got to the right side of the ball? You know, most kids go right at the ball. Always get to the right side of the ball. And for older kids, catch the ball just off center to the left side. Little kids, I don't care. I don't care. So now what would I do with the little kid, right? I just kind of did it without a ball, then with a ball, no throws, and then we added a throw. I would do that with little kids. I would roll the ball, right? And by the way, this right here is the best spot to teach little kids how to field the ball. On a field is the worst spot. Blacktop parking lot, great. Gym floor, great. Field, a little bit rough. Okay, then can you guys get in a circle for me? Just get these 5 guys right here in a circle. You guys move over here for me, and I'm going to use it again. Get in a big circle. Yeah, big circle. So this is one of my favorite little kid drills. Okay, one ball. He's got the ball. Can you guys hop to him and roll like a bowling to one of the guys? There you go. Now he's got the ball. Hop to him. Hop to him now. Got to change the hops. Now he's got the ball. Hop to him. Good. Now there's a lot of action going on there for a little kid with one ball. And you can you make the circle a little bit bigger? Okay, now whoever has the ball, you have to hop to him. Go ahead. Right, left is really what you're focusing on. Go ahead, real quick, real quick. Hop to him, keep it going. Okay, now put another ball in. Now the rule is, put the ball on the other side. The rule is it always has to go across. Can never go to the next guy. Give it to Jacob. Okay, now I don't know how you're gonna do it, but go ahead, you're gonna have to focus. Gotta go across. There you go. All right, hold the ball. This is one of the best drills for little kids is a circle drill because they have to focus. That little 30 seconds there, they were thinking. They were thinking, uh-oh, where's the ball? Which ball? Where's it going? You got to get the guys thinking. Okay, so it's a very simple drill. Now, can we get back to ours? This is for the 10s and 11s and 12s. Can we get back to our stuff now? Let's get back to our normal approach, and we're going to go left and right. We're going to do it very quickly. Okay, regular approach. You ready? Regular approach. Go. So now you know what's going on when they approach and they simulate a throw. Okay. Now what I want to do is move the ball to the left. This is a different approach. Now watch what they're going to do on this one. Okay, ready? Let's do it together. Hold on. Let's do it together. You ready? And go. They get it outside their left foot or right on their left foot. One hand. The ball's in a different spot. The ball's in a different spot. Their approach is different. It's always a right-left. Okay, can you move the ball back? This is a line drive deep to your left. Can you move the ball back? Okay, ball back and go. Okay. Notice how they're in and on a right-left. Got to keep your eye on the baseball though, guys. Watch the ball. Okay, can we now put the ball to the right and we're going to have to work to get in front of? This is the ball hit to the right, but it's hit slow enough where they can get in front of.
Do lefties still go right, left?
Where's Teddy at? Teddy, can you get down here down the end and just reverse for me? No. Matter of fact, when we do the drills, he'll go ahead and just jump in there in the end and take a turn every other one or something, and you'll see that he does everything the same but switches the feet. Okay, go ahead and go. Walk in. There's plenty of time to get there. You got to get past it and come back. There you go. Right, left. Good job. Get past it and come back. Good job. So these are different approaches that the kids are using. Different approaches because not every ball is hit at you. Okay, let's kill the approaches. You guys are doing great. Can we set up a your feet? You know, you wake up your feet drill. Wake up your feet. I think you're going to need another one, right? Okay. Okay. Good. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. I went 2 lines. That's fine. A little further around. Okay. So 2 lines. All righty. Go ahead. So this drill is for third baseman. You know how they field a ball with dead feet and they throw a grenade over to first base and they hurt their shoulder? Every time you throw a ball, you need to have your feet moving. Okay, when you throw it, follow your throw. 2 steps towards the next base where you want the ball to go. So they pick up the ball, they throw it at the middle hat, and they go all the way to the front hat. They follow their throw. So we're just kind of waking up their feet. Okay, good enough. Can we go back to our lines and do, I just want to do backhand real quick and forehand throws?
Coach.
Yes.
Just to clarify, you're actually not having to field the ball, right? They're just going through the motion.
Yeah, and then if you want, they can actually, like I have 2 managers or 2 coaches, they'll pick up the ball, they'll throw it, then we'll catch it, we'll put one down. We can throw too, okay. We can. But I like to do a lot of drills without a ball. I find, especially when the kids are little, the ball screws up your practice a lot, right? It does. Okay, you guys, can we do can you field the ball backhanded with your right foot forward? Okay, now, so I put the guys in a line like this, and can you guys get the front of the line? And I don't really think that you can throw softly, I guess. I'm more interested in the footwork. Okay, now look at the right foot. Now go ahead and load up and throw. Good, let's do it again. So you notice how they're fielding the ball with their right foot forward and they're loading up on their back foot. Go ahead, right foot forward, load up and throw, good. Load up and throw. Okay, now, go ahead, Teddy. Load up and throw. Now this time, hey, same deal, except a slow runner's running. You don't have to load up and throw, gain ground and throw. So right foot forward, gain ground. There you go. Gain ground. Gain ground. Gain ground. Okay, good enough for that. Now, see, guys, do you notice that there are different things you do? Like, watch this one. Can you guys field the ball with your left foot? Left foot, good reach. Now watch Donovan. That's not his right foot, that's his left. Now watch what Donovan does in the middle. Go ahead. One more step, and now he can load up or gain ground. So we actually, every day, our guys go through 30, 40 seconds of throwing footwork. Now, for your 12s and 11s, you can do this. Maybe 10s. You know, I wouldn't do it with the little guys younger than that. I'd have another drill. But these are all things that in a game, if you see us play, I'm hoping that most of the things you see on the field is a result of something that we've actually practiced and they made a decision on, you know, they made a subconscious decision because we've done enough on what to do and when to do it. So when would I do the gaining ground stuff? Slow runner. When would I have to load up? Fast runner. They should know that before the pitch, right? These are all things that guys should know. Okay, can you now do a circle back? Can you do circle backs real quick? And then we're gonna do off balance and let's go this way. So I'm a real big guy on rundowns. When we're in a rundown, we throw darts. What they're all gonna wanna do is catch the ball, stop, set, and throw. Even some of these guys, you'll see this, the newer guys today, they'll do that. We practice throwing a dart. And then we always throw and we always come back to where we started. We never follow the throw. And the reason I don't follow the throw is what I teach my guys in a rundown, if you're gonna run me this way and you throw it, I'm running that way. Well, the guy who throws it, he's following his throw. If I bump into him, I get the next base. Not the one I'm going to, I get the next base. So I don't want to get caught in that game. We throw a dart and we circle back. We always circle back. Okay, you guys go ahead. Who's the back guy? Okay, go. Pretends like he tags. So you notice the back guy is always in front of the bag. He's not on the bag. He should be in front of it. Donovan, a little bit in front for me. Throwing darts. Okay, hold it. Hold it. Now you're going to notice something else. They never know which way the guy who makes the tag. We're just pretending that yeah, we practice the tag. Great. Then we pretend that we got the ball and the guy's running away from us. So that's kind of, it's a combo. But the front guy never knows which way the guy's going to go. Is he going to go to that side of the bag or this side? We don't know, do we? So the front guy, he's got to adjust. You never want to throw across the stream. So the front guy will adjust in this. So go ahead and do it again and watch the guy not receiving the ball. Watch the front guy. Okay, can you guys go ahead. Watch this guy up here. Go ahead and play. Watch this guy. So he goes that way, Teddy goes that way. So he goes that way, Chandler comes this side. That's part of the drill. Okay, good enough. Good enough, off balance, last one, off balance.
Coach.
Yes, Kevin?
Toss the ball.
I'm sorry?
You toss the ball when you see the guy's back. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing a rundown.
Yeah.
You toss it when you see his back. Or you just...
No, actually, okay, we'll talk about the rundown. So, Nick, would you come over here for a second? All right, so here's the deal on rundowns. So Nick is the first baseman, and the pitcher is out here. I'll be the runner. So when the ball comes to Nick from the pitcher, the first thing he does, go ahead. Boom. He's ready to throw all the way to second. And here's why. If the ball's coming and I'm running hard, he's ready to throw. But let's suppose I'm sleeping. I'm just the runner got picked. I'm sleeping. Go ahead and do it. Now he's ready to throw, but I'm not ready to run. Now this is the most important thing. His job, because I'm going to start to get away from him, he's got to sprint, not jog. Sprint at me, and then what will happen is he'll make one throw, Kevin, to the second baseman, one throw and I'm out. If he sprints, one throw. Now, if he just jogs, he goes as fast as I go. All right, now he's going to throw it. It's going to take two more throws. So defensively, you want your team to own the rundown. How do you own it? You have to sprint to force the runner to move fast. One throw, catch and tag, rundown over. If your back guy doesn't sprint, you don't own the rundown. The runner owns the rundown. Two more throws. Okay, now this is kind of fun. I'm a real big stickler on this. How are we doing this? Okay, let's do it. Hustle over there, Michael. Hustle over there, Teddy. Hustle over there. Good job.
High shot.
Inside, Michael. Inside. It's not. Teddy, not you. Okay, hold it, hold it. I want to tell you something. Teddy, come here, Teddy, just for a second. Now, I know you say, come on, Steve, to take him out of the drill because he's a left-hander. No, that's not true. Teddy plays first base. There's a time, the angle was not correct there. There's a time when Teddy needs to make that throw. Bunt, man on second, he's charging from first. Going to be a bang-bang play at third. He's got to make this play too. So don't think a lefty shouldn't make it. You just have to have the right angle. Now, thank you, thank you. Now, I get frustrated as a coach because I get kids, and you know, where are the freshmen over here today? Who are the freshmen? Okay, could you guys come here for a second? So I have some freshmen here, and I'm going to ask them a couple questions. They have no idea I'm going to do this, but I'm going to try to make a point. Okay, what club? Naturals?
Naturals.
Gamers. How many games you play last year?
60.
65. How many games? 65. How many games?
65.
65. A lot of games. And I can tell you that I know some of the coaches for this program, and I'm going to tell you up front that I know them. They do a really nice job. I know Matt, who runs this club. We're having lunch next week. Matt's a great guy. So when I'm going to say, I'm being truthful. So one of the things I struggle with is why when guys are 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, and they play 65 games, why they show up here at St. Louis U High, and if I do that drill at camp, at my camp, they won't be able to make the play. Why? Yes. Well, actually, this club happens to be very interesting. They get their kids an hour and a half before the game, and they will practice, okay? And this club here does a lot of great off-season stuff. I've seen this group. I know where they practice at. Okay, thanks. You guys can sit on down. Here's what I'm trying to tell you is that those are 2 different clubs in St. Louis. There's about 8, right? And then there's some subsets of clubs. And everybody has good intentions. Everybody. I've never met a guy in a club or a high school coach that didn't have good intentions, or a parent. But here's the question I have for you. Is it easier to schedule a game?
Yep.
Or is it easier to run a good practice? It's easier to schedule a game. You know, most people are under the false assumption that games are what we need. What we need is a combination of games and great practices. That's what we need. And you should always let the kids want more. You never give them what they want. If you let them tell you what they want to do, trust me, they'll tell you things that are great now, and when they're 3 years down the road, wasn't so good for them. Just think of Friday nights if you have a teenager, right? There's a lot of things they want to do and things that you know they shouldn't do, and there's a little conflict. Well, same way with baseball, but we let them decide. Yeah, I want to play in this club because they play all that. Hey, it's okay, but we need to get great practice with some great games. But if you play a lot of games and you don't practice, I'm not sure that's good. Now, in fairness to the Gamer Club, they practice a lot. They practice a lot. Okay, guys, I think we're done with infield. How am I doing, Ray, on time? That's okay. How am I doing on time? Is it 10?
Quarter after 10.
Quarter after 10. Okay, we're going to do one more thing. We'll take a 5-minute break. I'm going to do catching now. Hey, guys, the guy that's going to run this for me, Ray played for me in 1981. And he's back here. He's coached with us for 10 years now. And he's actually working with me this year, and I couldn't be happier to have him. And he's going to take over for about 5 or 10 minutes, show you some catching drills, and then we'll try to make sure that you know what to do with the little guys. Okay? All righty, Ray.
All right, got a mix of guys here. We got a senior, freshman, 3 juniors. Okay, these guys are going to take charge. Just kind of some of the basic things we do on an everyday basis from a catching standpoint. Everything from giving a sign, our stances, to blocking, to receiving, to transfers, bunt pickups. I mean, we could be here for an hour and a half doing different drills, but these are kind of some of the basic things that we start out with.
Okay, so first off, we have our stances and sign giving. So first off, for our sign giving, and we give our signs high up so it's not sticking down so anyone can see it, like this. And then after that, if no one's on, we get into our stance. This is a relaxed stance. You want to be as comfortable as possible while still being athletic. You still want to be able to block the ball, but overall comfort's the key here. And then with the man on, you get up a little higher. You get your throwing hand either behind your glove or down here so that you can get to the ball faster when you try and throw someone out. You're athletic, ready to block anything. And that's it.
Big thing on the primary stance. Back down to primary, okay? Nobody's on base, okay? Throwing hand, okay? We're closing it, we're not tight like a rock, we're loose, and wherever it's comfortable. Kid wants to play with the back of his shin guard, back of his calf, just want to make sure that hand's protected. We don't want a foul ball hitting it. Foul ball hits it, season's over, okay? When we get into our secondary with the man on base, we want to have that hand accessible, okay? I prefer behind the mitt, okay? It's going to depend on the pitch that you're calling. It's going to depend on where the location of the ball is, okay? Anything that's middle and out is going to be real easy with the hand behind the mitt, okay? Because you're moving that way. We're getting our right foot blocked. That's where we're going. We're here and we're to the ear. Big thing is, I want that ball coming out of the glove up, up. Don't have them bringing it out to the side. You get it out to the side, then all of a sudden your line's off, okay? I want to bring that glove up here. So I like it behind here, but if you got a pitch inside here, you're going to have to move with it a little bit. Sometimes it's not realistic that's here, but get the hand protected, okay? We want a quick transfer, glove to hand to ear, okay? Well, thanks, Nick.
All right, so when we do our blocking, this is our basic blocking position right here. Soft chest. He's gonna watch the ball come in, skip right up into him. And whenever he realizes the ball's about to hit him, he's gonna exhale, try to get that chest soft. He's also, here, come back up real quick. When he sees it come in, you're gonna gain ground towards the ball. And we really want it as short as possible so we can get up and recover, make the play. All right, so that's for the middle. So our ball to the left, we're gonna kick out, and we're gonna try and block everything. Now, usually we try to block everything towards the plate, but with runners on, you want to block it so you can make the next play. So runner first, you want to block it towards second. Runner on second, you just want to block it so you can pick it up, make it play thirds, things like that. And same thing, you're going to kick out right here. Runner on first, you want to block towards second. Runner on second, you want to block towards third. It just makes it easier to throw. You're getting closer, you're gaining ground as well.
Something that you can do with the little guys, okay? Nick, you're in there. All right, something you can do just to get them basic, okay? Just take a ball. We're gonna roll it. We're gonna show the angle it's coming at. So the ball's gonna come down the middle. He's squared up, okay? Now I'm gonna put the ball to the right. He's gonna get out there. When he got his shin guards up, he's gonna kick that leg out there and get out there, okay? He doesn't have shin guards on right now. The gym floor doesn't feel real good. We're just gonna do this on the line, okay? Big thing is, watch the ball. When that ball's down there, if you follow it with your eyes, it's gonna help you get to the ground. You're gonna watch, don't automatically just go down like this, because if that ball hits here, it's going over your shoulder. If they watch the ball and they move to it, it'll bring them down in here. And if you caught what David said, before that ball hits, you want to get that air out of you because you want the ball to drop. You don't want to fight the ball. You want to just deaden the ball. Okay?
So next, we're going to talk about receiving. And the first thing we do before we do anything is we do bare-handed drills. So you like soft hands. What usually a lot of young kids, even us, what we do a lot of times do is just grab the ball like this. Total arm extension. No, you need a bent arm, a bent elbow, so you can carefully receive the ball. So as it's and we like to imagine that your hand's a soda can. So when you're going up and down the window, it's like you're holding the soda can. So soda can here, soda can here, soda can here, soda can here, bam, all down the target. Now, then after we do our barehanded drills, we're going to put on our glove. All right. But now, the hardest ball usually for right-handed catchers is the one right here. And what I think the common misconception is that you catch it right here. But when we do this, it makes it seem like it's right on the border of the strike zone. So what we like to do, we like to put our glove like this to make it look like, oh, it's right down the middle. Here's the umpire that way. So right down here, bam.
notice, okay, Drew is swaying with the ball. We want to try to catch that ball in the center of our body as much as we can, okay, but it's just a nice subtle sway. We're not trying to grab, reach it in. You watch Yanni, I mean, soft hands, boom, he's there. You watch guys that are major league catchers, and they're snatching the ball in. The umpire doesn't want that ball snatched in. Okay, you're showing him up. You're trying to make a ball a strike. That's not what we're trying to do here. We're just nice and soft, nice sway. Your feet typically, okay, you want their feet setting up the inside of their feet on the black of the plate. It's about 17 inches wide. That's where you want to be so you can get a nice low stance. And we're just nice and soft, okay? Swaying with the ball.
All right, let's do the one you drilled in. So, Tony and Dave.
Alright. We showed you this earlier. It's just when we were playing catch for a purpose, this is the one knee drill. This is just working on your transfer for when you're throwing out runners and things like that. And you want to make sure you don't get like getting down arm motion. You want to go straight to the ear when you're doing stuff, because this will take a lot more time so they can get a few more steps in. So they're just going to go start slow. And then gradually just speed up.
Okay, the big thing, like Tony is saying, when we're pulling it out of the mitt, like I talked about earlier, we want on top, we want to try to get that four-seamer, okay? We want to pull it, we want to transfer it right to the ear quick, okay? And right through.
And you want to make sure you're not tossing the ball back to your hand. You really want to get your hand in there, because that will cause you to bobble it like I just did. Like you want to really get your hand in there so you don't bobble the ball, because you can't make a throw if you don't get the ball clean. Exactly.
Lewis, what you got? Okay. Yep, choose it here. We talked about this a little bit earlier on the tee drill as far as your footwork's concerned. Okay, so if we've got the tee coming across, okay, where we're set up in the front there, okay.
All right, so you're just gonna get in your secondary stance like there's a runner on. You're gonna get your feet spread out wide, get your butt up. And you're just gonna imagine there's a capitalized T right here going up. This is important, especially for younger kids, so they can visualize it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna block this foot. Nick talked about it earlier. You're gonna block that foot, and that's gonna get your momentum going towards second base. And I mean, with younger kids, they don't have as good of arms, so they really need that momentum. What you're gonna do is you're gonna get it, you're gonna take it straight up to your ear, and you're gonna finish and make sure you're staying low and following through. I mean, that's the most important part, because otherwise the ball is gonna go into the outfield. So.
Means when we go with the right foot first, we're trying to gain a little bit of ground, okay? We're gaining ground as we go. So his first movement is, and it once again depends on where the pitch is. Okay, middle and in, it's pretty simple. We step with our right foot as it's blocked, we transfer the ball to the ear, and we're there, okay? All right, if we've got a ball that's inside on the right-handed batter, okay, basically what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take that right foot and we're gonna replace where our left foot is. So we're coming inside there a little bit, but you always wanna be gaining ground. You always want that right foot lead so that you can block it. And then when you block it, if you look at my shoulders, I'm at my target, okay? That's why I wanna block that right foot. I don't want to, I mean, back in the day when we were catching, we didn't know what that stuff was. We were just up here and you're throwing. Well, like Coach was saying, my shoulders are lined up this way and I'm throwing that way, not accurate, okay? Same difference with crossing the body. So we're here, we're to the ear, and I'm squared up to where I'm going to second base. Just pretty simple stuff.
Okay, hey guys, can we all do this? Can we take just 5 minutes? Restroom break, but in 5 minutes I'd like to start again so I can kind of get through all this stuff. So 5-minute break and then we'll go again.
you're making him commit.
Making him run hard.
But when do you? But then you don't want that kid. You know, get the aggressive kid that'll just chase him all the way.
Well, what happens is we have a sharp guy come in, second baseman, and so he'll call for the ball, boom, and an attack. And I'll try to demonstrate that one.
Ball.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for doing this.
You're welcome. I hope it's okay. How are you?
Good. How are you, Coach?
I'm fine.
Good to see this is my son, Maxwell.
Hi, Maxwell. I'm Steve. How are you?
Say hi, Coach. How you doing?
Nice to meet you. How old are you?
6.
6 years old. Wow, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, we're excited.
You got up early today to come and do this. That's awesome.
The one question I did have for you, how early do you teach him the 4 seam versus the 2?
Too little.
Too little.
As soon as his hands are big enough. He may not be big enough till 11.
Oh, okay.
Because if he's got tiny hands, don't worry about it.
Okay, so not till like 10 or something like that.
As soon as if he can actually feel the difference, 2 seams, and he can grab the ball. Right now, he's going to grab the ball this way or this way.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Bye, Maxwell. All right. Okay, guys, time to get going. Okay, hey, outfield, can you guys step?
The next drill we want to talk about is introducing the kids to what we call a 60-40 or a secondary lead position. This is where they should be as the ball crosses the home plate area. We call it 60-40. Let's take a look at Matt demonstrating. Matt's going to get his lead off. I'm going to say go and watch his position. Go. Okay? Matt's try that again. And I just want you to hold it out there for me. And go. Now from this position here, if the ball is hit on the ground, Matt can run. If the ball is not caught by the catcher, Matt can go to second. And if the ball is caught by the catcher, Matt can stop and come back to first base. So this is just our 60-40 position. Let's see how it looks with the younger kids as well. Let's all do it together now. So get your knee off. And go. And get back to the bag. Good job. So now the next part of this 60-40 drill is I put a pitcher, a catcher, and a baseball in. And what happens is when the catcher catches the ball, the base runners will come back to first base. If in fact the catcher doesn't catch the ball in this drill, the base runners will go ahead and march to second base. Let's take a look at it with Matt. Matt. So Matt has a secondary lead. He's not running. He waits, he edges, it's caught, and he comes back. Left foot, far corner. Let's do that again, Matt. And let's try it with the catcher not catching the ball.
So a long time ago, about 8 years ago, I decided that we would try to capture a lot of the drills that we do and I've done and have manipulated and learned from other people like you guys and put them someplace. So we have this website now, and this is actually what those guys will have access to. So if I'm having a practice and I want to talk about cuts and relays or rundowns, it's all on there. Matter of fact, that's on the coaching. There's a baseball academy on there. That's the free part of it. It's all there. So if you want to know how to do rundowns, you want to do bunt defenses, you want to do cuts and relays, there's a section under the coaching academy. All that stuff is available to you, so you can use that as a resource. So we're really proud of that, and that thing's been going pretty well. Matter of fact, right now we're streaming live over Facebook, and we're trying to make sure that we get this out to as many people as we can. So, okay, what I want to do now is, can we do some outfield stuff? Okay, so I'm going to quickly go through outfield, and then please don't let me forget to talk about the little kids. Okay, so the first part of this, I want you to hop in, and I want you to no ball. Hop in and go. Good. Next guy, hop in and go. 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 Okay, hop in, go. Okay, now come over to the middle. Let's go to the other side. Okay, hop in, go. Okay, hop in, go. 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 Okay, now what I do after that is I'll go ahead and put a ball in. Okay, can I get you guys to this side? I'm gonna have me go this way. Okay, you ready? Hop in, go, 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 go. Okay, here you go. Hop in, go, 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 go. Hop in, go, 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 go. Hop in, go, 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 go. Hop in, go, 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 go. Hop in, go. Hop in and go. Okay, good job. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a little reverse overhead, no ball. So you're gonna go this way, you're gonna go that way. Hop in, go. Go ahead, cross over, good. Hop in, go. Hop in, go. Hop in, go. Okay, hop in, go. Hop in, go. Hop in, go. Okay. All right, and then what I would do is I would add a ball. I would add a ball to that. And then the last one I would do with this little run through is same drill, except inside, belly button reverse. Okay? Okay, ready? Go. Okay, inside, inside. Nope, wrong way, inside. This is the one where the ball's short. It's gonna be short on you. Okay, it's okay. Hop in. Okay, Nick, go ahead. Okay, hop in, go. There you go. Now, when would I do that, right? I do that when the wind takes the ball, it's going over this way, and it's short. So I want to teach them how to move these ways, so when they get to the game, secondary. I do them all without a ball. All without a ball. Okay, now the next thing I like to do is to get the guys, y'all have a ball? Yep. Y'all have a ball? Why don't you get a ball for me? Okay, everybody gets a ball. Now, these are going to be quick tosses, so you're going to come right here, I'm right here, and I'm going to go. It's very quick. Okay, ready? Go, 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 go. Okay, next guy, let's go. Hop in and go. Go, 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 go. Hop in, go, 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 go. Hop in, go, 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 go. Quick feet. Hop in, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Okay, now let's go this side. Let's go over here. Okay, ready? Hop in, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Okay, now hey guys, get out of the way. This is glove side. This is glove side. Ready? Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. 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 Go, 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 go. Oh, sorry about that. My fault. Good job. Okay, now this way they're going to go short right, and you're going to backhand. Go, 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 go. Come on. Go, 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 come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Okay, now I want you to go this way. Forehand. Go, 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 go. Come on. Go, 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 go. Come on. Go, 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 go. Good job. Go, 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 go. Okay, this is straight at. Good job. This is straight. Ready? Go, 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 go. Come on. Good job. Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Okay. Okay, so now, real quick, I can work on first steps, all sorts of different directions. I like to put if you had a pitching machine, take the pitching machine and put it out to a spot. Figure out where it's gonna go, and then I put cones. Not at the spot, I put cones right front, middle front, left back, middle back, right back. I start the kids at the cone, and they have to go to the pitching machine. So if you're here, you may have to go this way. If you're on the right side, you're gonna have to go this way. If you're right in the middle, you just go glove side, glove side. So the pitching machine stays at the same spot where the ball goes. You put the kids at different spots. Okay, and I'm not a good fungo hitter, so I like to do that. Can we guys come over here for a sec? Can you demonstrate put the ball in your glove and out front. There you go. No, this way, just this way. You're gonna be right here, right here, and you're gonna come up and throw. Go ahead, go. Good, go do it again. So I like to teach this again. Good, and then what I do, I get real close to him. Same thing, same thing. Okay, same thing. Real close. Good, notice he was inside. Now, back up a little bit. Now I like to stretch it out on him. Back up, okay. Good job. So I gradually progressive. Everything we try to do is progressive, okay? Next thing I want to do is put the ball in your glove, up here. Okay, throw inside, glove foot forward, pretend you caught it and throw. Go ahead. Do it again. Glove foot forward, good, again. Go ahead. Okay, now throw the ball up to yourself. Go ahead. Good, do it again. Throw it up to yourself. Good, and now I'll come step in here. Now when I say back, you go back, okay, and then come up. You ready? Back. Okay, now, come on up. So 3 simple drills, and what we're trying to do is get the guy to catch the ball. Okay, catch the ball on his throwing side. Okay, with his glove foot forward. And then come through and throw. Okay, and we're trying to work on his quick release. Obviously, older kids, 4 seams would be really helpful. Throwing that ball 2 seams out of the glove, ball's gonna run on us, so we try to really put the grip into it as well. Little kids. All right, so here's the deal with little kids. Do I have some little guys? Who's doing the little guys? Okay. So little kids, when you teach them this, they're gonna do this. They're gonna backpedal. So what I do is I really get cones. So I'll say, okay, put your feet right here. And then I'll say, what I want you to do is to take your right foot and go back to the cone. Now go to the end of the line. Into the line. Into the line. And then I'll say, okay. Now I'll say, let's go right, left, into the line. Right, left, into the line. Right, left, into the line. And then I'll say, right, left, run to that cone, but keep your head on me, the coach. I'm standing right there. So right, left, now he knows he's running there, but he's watching me. So he's running, looking over his shoulder. No ball yet. Right, left, and you get them just running that way. No ball, no ball. And after you do that, you take a ball, wiffle ball, light ball, and you let them go, and you tell them that you want them to touch the ball. Don't worry about catching it, because I guarantee you, you'll throw it up, and some of those little guys will be perfect, and they're gonna go, and it's okay. It's okay. Just let them touch it. There's going to be one kid in your group that's going to be pretty good. He's going to catch everything. Those other little kids, they're going to see that, and they're going to want to aspire to do that. So I give them like 1 point to touch it and 2 points to catch it, so they kind of know it's a good thing. So you have to kind of teach it in steps. So I do that for, I never hit little kids a fungo, not when they're 5, not yet. I do a lot of this. The second thing I do is I put them in a circle. A circle. I give them all a number, and I throw up a ball and I call their number. And they have to step into the circle, like Spud when we were little, kind of, except we're going in instead of out. And they catch the ball on their nose. They're all going to want to catch a ball that you throw up. They will all want to catch it this way. Okay, that's -1. You get 1 point to touch it here, and you get 2 points to catch it. And this is a -1. Okay, and you try to play to 5 or 6 or something, and you don't get kids out of the game. Don't do that. That doesn't help anybody if you're sitting out. You keep kids in the game. You keep them in the game. Touch 1, catch 2. It's in pieces, guys. It's in pieces. So little kids, and finally, if I start to hit fungos and you don't feel like you can hit a fungo, get tennis balls and a tennis racket. Tennis balls and a tennis racket. And I never hit it to them. I always put a cone here. And I put a cone there and I say, okay, when I say go, I want you to run there. So they come here and they kind of hop in, hop, go, and they run. And then you hit the ball where they got to kind of work to get it. Okay? And that's kind of how I build that for little kids. If you're using a heavy ball like in 6th grade and you're using a baseball, and you have to use a baseball, I always keep balls that look like a baseball in my pocket. And I have a little boy that's scared of the ball. I know who he is, you know who he is. The other kids don't know. They probably know it, but nobody says anything. I always hit that ball. I hit that ball. Just in case we make a mistake and it hits him here with the Incrediball, he'll be scared, but he'll be back in before practice is over. This with the baseball, he won't be back. Maybe not ever. Yeah. So we want to do that. The other thing is, little kids, I teach a drop step. Big kids I don't. You'll notice all these guys were using plyo steps. So a plyo step is here, where a drop step is here. I teach little kids drop steps because it's just easier to teach. But if a guy's doing a plyo step, if he's little and he already does it naturally, let him do it. Because all the older kids, that's where they're going to go. That's quicker. Even though we used to say it's a false step, it's quicker overall than that. Okay? Yeah?
What's the best way to try to get them to learn how to track the baseball? Like, say you're playing right field and it's a fly ball, maybe it's coming right at them.
Yeah.
What's the best way to get them to be able to track it?
The question is, how do you get little guys to track the ball? The first thing you do is make sure they're watching, right? They're watching because, you'd be surprised. The pitch is off and they're doing something there, right? So that's number 1. Number 2, you have to think about, let's be honest, in our practices, how much time do we spend on this kind of drill where they're moving, where you throw a wiffle ball or a tennis ball, where you throw it up and they do that? How much time do you really spend? Probably not much. If you don't spend much time on it, they will not learn how to track it. And the only reason we learned how to track it when we were little, it wasn't what we did in practice. You guys know what happened. When we were little, we were at the park playing inning ball. That's where we learned how to catch fly balls. These guys have never played a game of inning ball in their life. If I gave half my kids a fungal, said hit the ball, half of them can because they've been forced to do it. If I gave half of these newer kids, say hit the ball, throw it up and hit it, they wouldn't know what I was talking about. It's not, it's a different world, not their fault. It's not your fault, it just is. And it's okay. But if we don't have practice, they're not doing it. So you got to provide that stuff at practice. And the practice I say you should have is much different than what I think many of you envision. Okay? Okay, so that's enough on the outfield stuff. We're fine. We have communication drills where they talk to each other. They're all there. And honestly, the website, it's got all the drills. I've given you like 10% of the drills here. There's 250 drills on the website. I got a lot of, the one part of the website is called Start Baseball Right. It's for 5-6-year-olds specifically. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of stuff for those kids. I even have a new game for, it's 4-on-4. Count ounce, don't count runs. Okay, if you're running an organization, the 12-on-12 T-ball game should go. 4-on-4, count ounce, not runs. 20 minutes of drills, 20 minutes of scrimmage focusing on hustle and thinking a play ahead. 4-on-4, and 20 minutes of snippets. That's a part of the game that they don't even know, but they're learning part of the game and they're competing. They're actually keeping score. And it's all on the website. It's an hour experience that if we continue to do 12-on-12, we're just pushing kids away from baseball and softball. And it may be convenient. And you say, Steve, it's what the league says, I got to do it. Well, CYC is no longer doing it. Right? They've changed the format because they were nice enough to listen, and they're going to model it after Start Baseball Right. That's good. That's one organization. When's Chesterfield going to change? I don't know. When you guys ask them to change. When's Eureka going to change? When you ask them to change. When you tell them that you not only are not happy with that, but you have a solution. So you can't be a person that complains, but you don't have a solution. The solution's right there. The solution's on the website. And if you want to talk to me more about it, I'll be happy to do that. Okay, I think now I want to talk to you guys about, yes?
So, if you, and I know this is kind of not teaching drill or something, but if you have kids that aren't hustling, you know, and what do you recommend?
Not hustling?
Yeah, they're not hustling. What do you do?
All right, so here's a true story. True story. I just took over an 11-year-old team. We merged parishes, right? You know that the deal. I didn't know these kids from St. Joan of Arc. Didn't know them. There was a little boy named Jake. And I got all the kids together. And Jake was talking. And I said, Jake, I need you to be quiet. And I wanted to talk, and Jake wanted to talk. And I said, Jake, I need you to be quiet. And Jake didn't want to be quiet. And I said, Jake, I need you to take a lap for me. And Jake said, no, I'm not going to take a lap. I said, okay. So I said, hey guys, I'll be right back. I said, Jake, come on over. Now his mom, who I never met, was right over there. And I said, hey, Sue? She said, yeah, I'm Steve. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Sue Bice. Nice to meet you too. Hey, Sue, I got a little problem. She said, what's that? I said, I've asked Jake to be quiet, and Jake doesn't want to be quiet. And then I asked him to run a lap, and he doesn't want to run. And she stopped and said, oh. She said, Jake, get your... she said, why don't you run, Jake? Except she wasn't so nice. I just remembered who's here. So anyway, problem solved. Problem solved. Here's the thing.
So you're telling us to just curse it?
Here's what I'm telling you. Raise your expectations. You don't have to holler at a kid to make your point. Ask him to do it. If he doesn't do it, he won't play. Because I told Jake, I said, Jake, I just want you to know when I take you over to Mom, and I told Sue this, I said, he will not play on Tuesday. She said, well, why not? So I asked him to run. He doesn't want to run. So he's not going to play. And she said, oh, that's okay. Now, Jake, and then she finished the story for me. But that's the deal. Just raise the expectations. It's okay. You better do it early, though.
Yeah.
If you're letting a group of kids that are in 6th grade or 7th grade and they run crazy on you or on somebody else and you try to take that team over, and I've done that too, it can be a really tough experience. It can be really hard. So when they're 5 and 6, expect something of them.
When they're 5 and 6, yeah, you know, maybe single them out like that. When as they grow and get older, how do you feel about having his teammates hold him accountable? So
You know what?
Say little Billy doesn't want to run, well then the whole team's running.
So my wife is a coach. She's a volleyball. She's really a good coach, by the way. But her and I disagree on this. She does that. She has the team put a little pressure on the kids about how to behave and all that. I just never felt comfortable with that. I think it's my job to do that. But hey, you know what? It works for her. Hey, it works for her. Who am I? But for me, I don't like to have another kid or two on a team take care and discipline and take. For me, I like to bring the kid in and talk to him and all that. But okay, now let's keep going. All right, guys, can I get you on here? Run down. I need a pitcher, catcher, first base, and second base. I'm going to teach you some parts of the game real quick. I'll teach you how we set it up. I'll do some cuts and relays, and I want to get talking hitting with you. So can we set up pitcher, first baseman, second baseman, shortstop, and can I have Nick? Would you mind being my runner? Now I'll tell you what to do. Yeah. Okay, where's pitcher at? Okay, catcher. No, I don't need a catcher yet. I need a pitcher, First baseman, where's first base at? Right there? I need second base and shortstop. Good. Okay. So back it up a little bit. Nick, I need you as a runner. I need another base too. I need another base. Okay, put it as far as you can. Okay, Nick, I want you to get picked, and I want you to be dancing away from him. Okay. Sprint. Good. Hey, he didn't have to throw it. He caught him and tagged it. Did you notice the ball was in his hand? No glove. Ball's in his hand. Always in his hand. Okay, this time, same thing, but I want you to throw it. I want you to throw it this time, and then so watch what happens. Go ahead. Okay. Okay, good. Now hey, you say, Steve, the rundown shouldn't end at the forward base. We didn't have a choice. It had to end there. Okay. Nick, could you stay in the rundown this time? Okay. Nick, I want you to sprint at him. I want you to dump it, and instead of tagging him, can we just keep it going? Okay. So he's sleeping. We catch him. He gets his feet around, sprints, dump it, keep it going. Keep it going. Now watch where my guys are going. Okay, good enough, good enough. Do you notice all my guys circle back? The second thing, let's do it again. The second thing that you didn't notice it, but when Weston came over, Weston's the pitcher. When Weston came over, come on over, Weston. He was not on the base. He's about 3 feet in front of the bag. How many times do kids wait on the base and it's a bang-bang play and they tag him at the waist and he's got his feet in and he's safe? So we just come up here. That's where we are. I never sharten up from the backside in a rundown, unless it's a forced balk, first and third. It's the only time. I always sharten up from the front side. You always sharten up from the front. I never sharten up from both. Okay? The guys always have the ball here. They're always throwing darts. The first thing Nick does, this time, can you sprint? Now watch what Nick's footwork is at first base. He does the same footwork no matter what, every time. Comes around, now hey, very poor read, but he did the footwork right. He got his footwork ready to throw, and what he does is as he makes himself ready to throw, he has to decide if the runner is really going to second base or not. So, hey Nick, would you mind just going to second? And Nick, you get your footwork through. No, Nick. Be the runner, Nick. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Okay. Okay, we'll go one more time here. Okay, this time what I want you to do is go to second base. Okay, and then, hey, I want you to go to second base, but I want you to stop where Jacob is and continue the rundown. Okay, go. Okay, now go ahead and play it out. Now watch where Weston is. Okay, now hold it. Everybody take a look at the forward guy. Donovan, would you raise your hand? Look where second base is. Look where the forward guy is. See guys, the forward guy will never be back on the bag. He will have always sharpened it up. He will always sharpen it up. And gradually what happens is we want it in one throw. That's really all I want. I want the first baseman to get his feet around, ready to throw, run Nick hard, tag him out at second base. That's it. That's all I want. Now Nick controls this. If Nick's really good, we had a guy that, and Ray's over here now, so he wasn't here, but we had a guy that he liked to come to practice, and he knew I was doing that today, so he would try to beat the drill. So he wasn't working with me, he wanted to beat the drill, and he was pretty good. And Weston was the pitcher on one of them. I think you were a freshman. Who was that? Who was the pitcher? Who was the guy that tried to do that?
It was Sam Perry.
Sam Perry. He was great. He figured out ways to beat the drill, which ultimately helped me figure out ways to stay ahead of that. But it was really good. It was good. All right, now hold on. Let's go. Can we now go, let's pick off a guy at second. Nick, go to second. Now, did you notice the pitcher went to first base on that pickoff? Okay, let's pick off a guy at second. You're going to go to three. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. You're the forward guy now, Adam. Now, hey guys, in just a second, two pitchers, two shortstops, 2 seconds, I'm going to have double rundowns going. Okay, so get your gloves, get ready to go. Okay, go ahead and go. So now the pitcher goes 3. And he's out. He's out. Good job. See where the pitcher went? Now, wait a minute. Hey, Weston, would you go over there and show the audience where you were? Now, he's the forward guy. He's not the back guy. Now, look where Weston is. He hasn't even touched the ball. He hasn't even touched the ball. He's not on third base. He's already sharting it up. Okay, these are just little things. Okay, can we do this now? We got to be careful here. I went mush balls. I went mush balls, mush balls, mush balls. I went 2 pitchers.
Coach, you have your catcher over on third on that play? Where do you have your catcher on?
Okay, I got to think for a second. I'm going to keep my catcher at the plate. And the reason is if we overthrow it, and we got to have somebody here. Now I know the first baseman could come down, but I'll keep the catcher here, providing my pitcher is the second guy. Providing he's not. If he's sleeping, the catcher has to go there, right? All right, can we have, I got 2 pitchers. I need a runner at first base. Going first to second. I need a runner at third base. I need catchers. 2 catchers here. 2 catchers. So I got third to home. Now, hey. Hey guys, hey, can we do this? Let's I don't like this setup with this audience here. Not gonna work for me. So how about home plate is here, first base, just like we do at practice normally. Home plate, third base, second base, first base, 2 pitchers, third to home right here. Hey, third to home, first to second is what we're doing, 2 rundowns at the same time. Back it up. Hey, back up the base a little bit. Okay, so now this is really how I practice it. Go ahead, do your thing. One throw. Okay, let's go. Keep going. Keep going. So I got different pitchers stepping in, and there's third to home and first to second, and this is really kind of what we would do at a practice. I am not one to have guys standing around. Okay. Can we get another runner in for Nick? He's getting a little tired. Nick, thank you. Really, you did a good job. Okay, that's okay. Mush balls are good. That's why.
So, Coach, one thing that's I'm kind of noticing because this is how we learn to do ours. So, what is your rule on like fake pumps? Because you know there's a lot of kids like.
Hey, the question is fake pumps. No fake pumps. None. We run them hard, throw. When we see this, we're expecting the ball. So if you're doing this, my guy's breaking down, and now he's running, he's breaking down. No fakes. No fakes. Now, when we were all little, right, in front of the house playing rundowns, I know that's what we did. We faked all the time, but not in this.
It makes a huge difference.
Okay, hey, good enough. Now, infield, stay out here. Probably need a couple more second baseman, shortstop, another catcher or 2. Bunt defense. Bunt defense. Just like we did the other day.
So rundown, you said the lead takes the inside or outside of the base path?
It depends where the ball is. If the ball from the pitcher takes the third baseman here, the lead guy will be out.
The lead guy follows.
Yes, the lead guy will follow. Okay, bunt defense. Okay, you guys ready? We got a runner at first base. Okay, runner at first base.
You want someone next to you, or you just set another arm?
Okay. All righty. So just so we're ready. Let's get that way. Okay, guys, ready? And first base. Here we go. I show. One. I got you. Okay, so you guys, here's all that happened there. When I show, third baseman can charge. First baseman cannot charge. Cannot charge, because if he charges when I show, the runner can get a big lead off and steal. And they don't have to bunt anymore. Okay, so third baseman charges, first baseman has to wait till I release it. Before the play starts, I will move the second baseman over a couple steps, because he's going to cover first. He'll go over. But here's what we do not do. And you guys who are here, here's what we do not do. When he shows, my shortstop does not run the second, and my second baseman does not run the first when he shows. You can show and slash. So here's what we will do. My second baseman, he sees showing, he's going to kind of keep moving in right at the hitter. Keep his feet going. Now the ball's down. Now he can run. My shortstop moves into the hitter. Now he goes to second base when the ball's down. Catcher goes to 3 if the third baseman fields it. Catcher goes to 3. Okay, second baseman's at first. First baseman comes in to make a play. We'll watch it again. Okay, you guys ready? You want to?
Here you go. I got ball.
Okay.
Want me to roll it?
I'll do it. Okay, ready? I'll be the hitter. Go ahead. Okay, now you can come. You can come now. Go ahead.
Get one, get one.
Okay. Now, hey, when you're focusing on stuff like this, don't get too excited if you don't throw the ball well. I want him in the right place. That's the most important thing. All right, a couple things I want to talk about. You guys, please listen up. This is for you. Simple bunt play. Where should your left fielder be? You say, well, Steve, it's bunt practice. Hey, if your left fielder isn't here, if you've coached long enough like I have, you will lose games on this play. Your left fielder is over here. When he sees bunt and it's down, he sprints. Straight line from where the ball is. Well, actually, straight line from where first base is through third. Because the guy's going to run second to third on a bunt run. We're going to overthrow it maybe. And if he's watching the play, once they watch the play and react to it, it's too late. They got to be here now. They got to be here before the ball gets there. Okay. Something else, a couple things you need to know. Would you guys get set up again? I'm going to ask these guys some questions. I think they're going to be okay. Weston, that ball is bunted really hard back at you. It's not a good bunt. It's a hard bunt. What are you thinking? He knows. He's going to go 2 if it's bunted hard. That's what we do. Catchers, they know if it's 3 feet out in front of the plate, we're going 2. The only way we wouldn't go 2 is if the guy was running with the pitch. So we're aggressive. We're just not saying, oh, we're going to get it out. There's a little bit of reading going on here. Okay, so that's easy. Is everybody okay on bunt defense on this for your kids? Okay, man on second. Can I just walk you through it? So man on second now, here's what happens. He plays 6 and 6, and you notice his position here. He's cornered. He's at an angle. And first baseman, where's the first baseman at? Okay, good. Teddy is in. The runner is here. Good. Okay, second baseman is fine. Shortstop is, we're short. Good. Okay. All right. If the ball's bunted down the line, he's going to go ahead and have to make a decision. Probably going to make the play. Guy's going to get the base. The ball's bunted at the pitcher. He's going to make sure he's here. He'll be on third base. So he has a decision to make. Right here. Doubt in his mind, he'll field the ball. Pitcher thinks that this is his line. He cannot move in until the ball is bunted. Because if he moves in when he shows, we just steal third. So he has to wait. First baseman, Teddy, when he shows, he's coming in. He's coming hard. This is where first baseman could have an off-balance play, right here. Now, there is something special about this. Go ahead and, so I'll tell you. Ready? I walk in and he's not running. Good. Okay, let's do it again. He is running. Good. Let's do it again. This time he's running and you're going to have to cover third. He's running, cover third. Okay, let's go back. So we spend a lot of time on this little play. So if he's not running, watch what he does. Okay, now let's come back. He's running. He comes here and then drop step, goes to third. We practice that footwork every day. So when he gets into a game, I don't want him thinking about it. I just want him playing the game. We screw things up as coaches when we think they can think during the game. They just want to play. They just want to play. But if you coach the right way, they will be able to do what you want. Hey, it took me 25 years to learn that. I did not know that. I had a boy, I could not figure out why he never could do what I wanted in a game. And here's the reason why. He was thinking. I gave him too much to think about and not enough quality reps. That's what it was. I didn't know that. I was frustrated with him. I didn't think he was trying. I thought he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't serious about stuff. It wasn't that at all. It wasn't that at all. I didn't have enough reps for him. And you know where this happens a lot? Base running, base running, base running. Okay, can we do a bunt play? And you can go ahead and roll it. Okay, man on second. Okay, thank you. That was a good play. That was a good play. Hey, you made a nice throw. That was good. Okay, now hey, can we get just a simple play on this? Let's just get one on this. Okay, here we go. Okay, ready? Good. Now, Jacob now listen, it's early in the season and he's been standing around a long time. Jacob, I think you could have made that play just a little bit better. What do you think I wanted you to do? Second play. You got it. See, Jacob made the first play and he relaxed. And I know the environment in here is like, I get that, so it's not really his fault. Guys, there's always a second play in baseball.
Question real fast, Coach. On that last play, the pitcher actually went and got the ball, and so my third baseman got tied up right there. How far should he let him go? Or, is there a certain amount of feet?
Nope, it's all on him, and I got to trust him. Okay. He comes in, but did you notice what he did do after he realized he was going to make it? He said, okay, you make it, I'm coming back here. Now, we don't need him here he's going to be at third, but if he stays there, go ahead and stay in there, and I'm the runner, I can be this far and now make a decision on whether I'm going to go and score, but if he comes back to third like he did, now I can go this far. So he did the right thing, and that happens, honestly, all the time. All right, now guys, bunt. When you teach little kids bunts, sharpen up the field and do it real simple. Okay, one ball, and I put my outfield out there, and I walk everybody through. Center fielder, left fielder, right fielder, third baseman, and I give them one play a day. Man on first base, we're going to learn how to defend it. One play, that's it. Then I give them the next practice a man on second, and I put them all out there, outfield. Now here you can see we're just infield, but I would put little kids outfielders too, and I would walk them through. One ball, one play. And I would do 3 minutes on that every practice. Every practice. Yes?
How early do you start to specialize, like between just being an infield player or just being an outfield player?
The question is, when do you specialize? I don't know, I think I coached my youngest son up until 8th grade. I had a spreadsheet in the dugout. They were playing at least 2 positions. Some of them were playing 3.
One outfield position or 2 infield positions? Or 2
some guys can't play first, so they weren't going to play first. Some guys can play first, but they can't play middle infield. Okay, so they played first and outfield maybe, right? Some guys can do it all. And if I had a guy who could do it all, a good athlete, I let him do it all in 8th grade. I let him, and the reason was, I don't know, when he gets to high school, he may be an outfielder. Who knows? I got guys here, right here, and they can pitch and they can play. I say, hey, do them both.
I played it in a different position every year, depending on what the team is.
Yeah, the team may need something. I had a boy who went to Notre Dame, and he left here as a pitcher first baseman in 2001.
University?
Yeah, he was at the College World Series. He started at first base for Notre Dame. The next year, Notre Dame recruited a better first baseman.
Right.
He finished his career as a pitcher.
Yeah.
So don't ever let him give it up, and don't let him specialize on one. I mean, now if you get a guy like me, like I'm not a great athlete, okay, I'm a pitcher. That's all I can do. Okay, that's all I can do. But if you get a guy that can do both, it's okay. It's okay. All right, now can we do one more thing? Can we shorten up the bases and put a left fielder, center fielder, and right fielder out there? Shorten up the bases, we're going to do situations. Home plate's here. Actually, let's do it down this way because the audience is here. So home plate is right here. Here's home, and I went third base real close. Third base right there, real close. Right there. Second base real close. First base real close right here. Okay, right fielder, center fielder, left fielder. Center field, left, right fielder, good. Okay. Pitcher, you are right here. You are right here. Second base is right in here. Move it in, please. Move it in. Move forward. There you go. Okay, this is all you need to do. Okay, this is cuts and relays. So I'm just going to do cuts today. Hey guys, man on, can you get down on one knee unless you're in it? One knee unless you're in it. Okay, you gonna get off? Okay. All right, man on first base. No runner. I'm just gonna pretend man on first base. Now, ball hit to the outfield. You're the cut. You're going to second base. You're going to be on first base. You're going to be on third base, and you got it. Okay, man on first base. Watch what happens. Base hit to right. Okay, everybody hold it right there. Hold it. Don't move. All right, first of all, I know you're thinking, Steve, now this is kind of silly. Look where he is. He's perfect. Well, almost perfect. That's perfect. But if I went to your team, here's what I would see. Guy wouldn't move. He'd stay there the whole time. Here's the problem with that. Guy hits the ball and we cut the ball and the runner's too far off. You know what I see little kids do? When it's time to make a play, they run over to first base. They're late. Shortstop cuts the ball. The batter runner goes halfway to second. We got him. We want to throw to first. First baseman's over here watching. And now he realizes we're going to have a play. He runs to first. The runner runs to first. The ball comes. It's in the outfield. And we screwed up and out. Because, hey, he wasn't perfect. Right here is where he needs to be. Now hold on. We got more stuff for you. Look at the left fielder. The ball was hit to right. He's in a straight line from here, through here, to there. Straight line. Look at the center fielder. Straight line from here, to here, to here. And the only boy, now this is interesting, he made the play, right? He's going to be late, but after he throws it, he would come as best as he could from cut to first base over here. Now, hey guys, there's no ball. Well, there's one ball. One ball, and you walk them through this. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. Okay, base hit to man on first, base hit to center. Okay, be there quicker. Here we go. Now, hey, see my outfielders? We're thinking. This is early for us too. Okay, here we go. Man on second. This is going to be a tough one. Man on second, base hit to right. Man on second, base hit to right. Go. Four. Okay, hold on. Look at the pitcher. Oh, by the way, something really good just happened. Look where he is. You say, Steve, he's against the fence. He's against the wall. This is right where he should be. You know where most of your kids are going to be? Trust me. If you can get them to come here, which is really outstanding if they did, this is where they're going to be. They don't do you any good here. Wherever the fence is, they go to the fence and work in. Right, will you say, Steve, would you do this with 9-year-olds? You bet I would do this with 9-year-olds. If you can get their attention at 7, you should do it at 7. Absolutely. Okay, let's do it again. Now, hey, a little bit tough on this one. All right, this play is a tough one. So man on second, base hit to left you notice he's the cut man, the man on second, but watch what happens here. You ready?
Left one.
Okay, so he's the cut man. There's not enough time for him to get all the way over here with the man on second. Not enough time. I don't do this in 7, 8, 9-year-olds. I don't do it this way. 10, 11, the development of the team, I'll do this. This is really the right way. He's the cut. Now your middle infielders, what do? They look to him. He's the quarterback. He's in charge. It's kind of important. He may forget. He's got to come hard every time. Oh, he calls for it. He's going to go back. But he's coming hard every time. Pitcher, where the pitcher at? Look where he is. Hey, all the way back to the fence line. Center fielder, and where should I know? I know. Would you get where you were? And that's great. Cut man, first base, boom. Hey guys, you can do it. You can do this inside the gym. Inside the gym with a mush ball. You don't even have to hit it. Is that okay? Okay, so we've done rundowns, we've done cuts and relays, we've done bunt defenses. Any questions on those? Okay, guys, come on in. Yeah, question.
Right field. You got the first baseman cutting it off, right?
Which play?
Man on second.
Man on second, base hit to where?
Right field.
First baseman's the cut man.
First baseman cut man.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, side point. Can we back up one? Man on first base, base hit to right. Man on first. Okay. Hey, who's the cut man with the man on first? Okay, many years ago I went and watched one of my younger levels play, and I saw that my coach, who's a great guy, he had my second baseman as the cut. I bet you there's some teams here that might be thinking that.
If it's the ball
Right.
the right field, yeah.
Don't have the second baseman as a cut. Now here's why. Hey guys, pay attention. The purpose of a cut is to do two things. To redirect a ball that's on time but offline, redirect it, or to stop a ball from going all the way that's not on time. That's the sole purpose. Well, if you're the second baseman as a cut man to right field, the ball could be on line for about 50 feet as it leaves his hand, goes through you, but in the next 30 feet, it goes offline and there's nobody there. The best guy to cut a ball on a base hit, the man on first, is the shortstop. He's the guy that cuts it, okay? Okay, now, come on over, guys. Okay, just take, guys, come on over here. And how we doing? Ray, am I close? What time is it? Okay. So sit on down. I'm going to talk 5 minutes on the next thing, and then I'll finish it up. So here's the next thing. Have you guys, now you got to be open here. I'm going to say something, I'm going to irritate you a little bit. When you think about what you teach your kids hitting, I want you to ask yourself, if I ask your little boy or girl, what do they know about hitting? What would they say?
Rotate your hips.
Okay, rotate your hips. Okay.
Keep your head on the ball.
Squash the bug.
Squash the bug. Rotate your hips. What else?
Chin down.
Chin down.
See the ball, hit the ball.
Elbow up. Okay.
Low.
Okay, so I got to tell you, there's all these things, and there's some truth to all of them, I guess, and there's some not. So one of the things that doesn't happen when a hitter hits, he does not squash the bug.
No.
So that's what you're going to see. When a hitter hits, it's knee to knee. Knee to knee. Okay? So when you see a guy squash the bug, I know that what's happening is that he doesn't understand his bottom half. Okay. Now, anybody, keeping the elbow up is actually an okay cue, as long as you understand the why it's up. When you have foot strike, out here at foot strike, right here, if I were to take a picture of you, that shoulder needs to be higher than that shoulder. This needs to be higher than that at foot strike. Okay? Most little kids at foot strike, that's what you have. And the result of that is no torque, no separation. So what is separation? Separation is at heel plant. So here's foot strike and here's heel plant. If you were to draw a line perpendicular to my shoulders and another line perpendicular to my waist, that angle that would be created is torque. So the bottom half always goes before the top. So if you watch this, my bottom half is going, but my top half is still at second base. That's separation. That's power. Most little kids, when the top half goes, their bottom half goes exactly the same time. That's not power. That's just a swing. So I contend to you that most people don't have a good idea of the swing. And I say there's three things to think about. Number one, the ball is always coming down except softball. Okay? And there you're going to have a swing that's still going to plane the pitch. But when the ball comes down, the best swing is ever so slightly up. Ever so slightly up. Okay? Now, too far up is like slow pitch softball. That's bad. So 3 degrees coming in, 3 degrees going out with your swing. Principle number 2 is your hips always go before the upper torso. Always. Trying to teach that is a different animal. Number 3 is you need to keep your hands inside the ball. Okay? You know what? To me, keeping your hands inside the ball is pretty simple. It has to do with the shortest swing circle you can have. Would you get your bat? And I'll just give you a very quick demonstration of what a small swing circle is and which one that isn't so small is. Okay, would you come over here? Now, I want you to face that wall. So you just don't know I'm going to do something. So now, face the wall, turn around, good. Now I'm right here. I'm right in the middle, and if the pitch comes, most little kids will stride and their hands are going to go and they'd hit him square in his back. And that swing, it's long this way. If a guy throws slow inside, this swing hits it very well, foul. And if the guy throws hard inside, something in the subconscious says, cannot swing. Now, same deal. If I do this right, and look how close I am, I'm only about 12 inches from him. If I do this right, and I do everything I want to do, I'm going to keep my hands inside the ball. I'm not going to hit him. I'm going to be extremely small or quick to the ball. Quick to the ball. The smallest swing circle a guy can have is keeping your hands inside the ball. It's kind of a misunderstood term though. We use it, and I've never had a guy swing with his hands weren't inside the ball really, but that's not really what we're really talking. We're talking about long swing circles and small swing circles. On this website, and I'm not going to play it today, on this website, if you go to the hitting section, go to hitting. It's free. There's a hitting analysis. It's a 10-minute video on Pujols' swing. It's 10 minutes, and I'll walk you through everything that the swing has in terms of the angles and all that stuff, everything. It's all there. If you want the handout on how do you, when you look at a swing, if you want the handout on when do I measure? Well, you do something at toe touch, you do something else at heel plant. Like here's a spot, this is called the shard approach. Most kids, if I get them right here, look where my hands are. They're inside my frame. Most kids are here. You know what the 3 most common flaws are for hitting? They're very easy. Okay, the first one is bat drag, right? Bat drag is when the elbow gets closer to the pitcher than the knob, and the result is this bat head falls away. So bat drag. Second one is arm barring. Front arm bars, look where the bat is. During a short approach, look where the bat is. And the third one is squishing the bug. And yet, we could go into your team and we could find half the kids on your team are swinging wrong. And the reason why 5-year-olds swing wrong, almost all of them do, is because the bat's too heavy for them. It's the only way they can swing it is to have bat drag. So we have to figure out wiffle ball bats. We have to figure out a different strategy than to use. You give them this aluminum bat, and that's what they do. Give them a wiffle ball bat, and you got a better shot. So there's certain techniques I use. I like to put the bat right here, and I use this as a reference point. I like to keep the elbows wide. I like to teach them to push and slot, and I keep this right here as reference. So there's simple things you can do, and it's all there. If you have questions on it, take a look at it. Yeah?
I had a coach one time tell me that the first thing that should go through the zone is the knob of the bat.
So I'm going to be honest with you. There's a little bit of truth to that. There is. I can't tell you. There's a lot of things that have an element of truth. The question is when. So when you get a guy and he's right here, right now at this point, whether you pull or you push, what's going? The knob's going, isn't it? But what really, it's part of something else. So here's what it's part of. You get to here, and now, this is a little bit of a slide, right? So it depends what he meant and where he meant it at. The problem is most of us hear this and we don't really know the rest of the story. We hear something that's good and we put it in the wrong place in the swing and we hurt the kids.
Giving them bad habits.
And we don't even know it.
Right.
And I'm guilty. I did it for first 25 years of being here. I didn't know anything about hitting. My whole program was pitching, defense, and base running. We're very good at those 3, but I was not very good at hitting. And I finally got tired of watching guys get instructed by 25 different hitting instructors. And they all had different things. Some of them were right, some of them may not have been so good, but most of them they all tried hard. But my guys were coming here with a whole lot of different thoughts, and I said, I have to do a better job. But you still can't make these guys do something. Worst thing you can do if you have a guy being instructed by someone is to tell them to do something else. What you have to do is educate your kids and hope that they make a choice. And the choice they make, hopefully if you've done your work, it's what you're trying to achieve. I spent a lot of time on the swing, and I went from not knowing to being pretty good with it, but I still don't know it all. There's some of these guys will say something to me, and I'll think, wow, I think that's got some truth to it, and I've learned something. So I get to learn from these guys. Anyway, I want you to think about the swing. I want you to go to that website and look at that analysis. I think you're really going to enjoy it. And then what I really want to do now is talk to you about the most important thing about what you're here for. So I'm going to put this down. And thank you. Okay, so I always ask my guys to come here because when I teach C++ or programming or baseball, honestly, I hope I'm good at all that, but I want to be really good at this. And the reason I want to be good is that I don't want these guys to make the same mistakes I made. And I don't want you to make them either. So I'm going to give you some couple things, and hopefully you'll be okay with them. At least think about them. So number one, it's on the last page, I think. Let's see here. Maybe I lie. Maybe it's on page page 2. There it goes, page 2. All right, so when you're coaching, make sure you have some expectations of your kids. You know, who's going to call? They miss practice. You're going to have the parents call, or you want the little third grader to call? I think the third grader should call, not the parent. That's okay. You know, now sometimes I know it doesn't work like that, but you know, hey, why not? So expectations are really good. But one thing I found out that you need to do, and I'm going to use these guys as an example. You know, you're looking, like I said this before, and I'll say it again, there's no way a guy could stand here and do this 38 times in his life without having nice boys. And with nice boys comes nice parents. I have been blessed to be at this school with kids like this and parents like their parents. But one thing I know about parents, there's no way that 30 sets of parents and Steve are going to agree on everything. Not going to happen. So here's the thing. You get them all together and you tell them what you'd like to see done. Now you have to be open. If somebody says after the meeting they got a better idea than what you said, I think you need to be open to that and you need to process it. But for the most part, tell the parents what you expect. Tell them if you're going to play the kids 50-50. Tell them if you're going to play best kids 80%, weaker kids 30. Tell them if, like in my case, some of my kids aren't going to make the field. Okay, we're going into the season. Some of my kids will know that. Now our freshman team is different, but the varsity team, they know the deal. I bring them in. But you have to tell your parents what's going to happen. Tell them how you want them to behave when an umpire makes a mistake. Tell them how you want them to behave when the other coach is a jerk. Tell them how you want them to behave when the other parent has had too much Budweiser at the game. How is it that you want them to behave? And tell them how they should behave when they're unhappy with you. You know, they should not come up to you after the game in front of everybody if they're really unhappy. There should be a way they can approach you about certain things. Tell them what that way is. They shouldn't come up to the dugout during the game. They should not be doing that. Oh, maybe a water bottle is okay, but other than that, they should stay away. So just set the expectations. Talk to them. Okay. Expect something of the kids, like hustle, like wear their uniform right, like set the expectations for them.
Things are going to be forever.
Yes, because there's a ton of things they're going to learn from being with you in this little third grade season that will carry with them the rest of their life if you do what you need to do. So make sure that you communicate those. Know why you're coaching. If the reason you're coaching, if the sole reason, and I don't believe that most of you are like this at all. Matter of fact, very few of you. But if the sole reason is to win the games, if that's it, then I'm going to ask you to think twice about that. Because you're going to have an unhappy coaching experience. The most important thing you'll ever do will have nothing to do with baseball or softball. So why not figure out why you're coaching? Here's why I say you coach. I say you coach to spend an hour a couple of times a week with your kid, and you want to have a good time. You want to be credible. You want your kid to get something out of it, and you kind of want to be that guy that when your kid goes to school and he's talking in the lunchroom the next day, and they're talking about the cool practice they had last night, that your kid can say, yeah, that's my mom, that's my dad. They're pretty proud of you. That's why you coach. It's not for those things over there. It's not for all those banners. So know why you're coaching. Multiple positions, absolutely. Let those kids play multiple positions as long as you can. I said here, expect something out of the kids. Wear your uniform right, how to handle themselves. Like my guys here, like I kind of have this thing, and my new guys don't know this yet, but when they go to the game, we're dressed. They're dressed until they get to the car. Okay, we don't get dressed in the dugout. We don't come running up with our socks and all that. We don't do that. If we're getting on a bus here at school, they need to be dressed in the locker room. Okay, they need to walk off the field with their shirts tucked in. They need to carry themselves like they know something about the game. This guy here, you know, if they think I'm a stickler, he's more of a stickler than me. And you know what? As a former coach of his, I couldn't be more prouder of that. Is that I had a little bit of something, and a lot of other coaches that coached him had a little bit of something with that, carrying with that guy the rest of his life. So they should wear their uniform right. They should act. If they want to, I don't have any rule about talking to the umpire. I say, talk to the umpire, it's okay with me. Just talk to him the right way. You know, and it's best sometimes, guys, it's best if it happens right away, there's a play, and we're upset, it's best not to talk right then. Get them the next inning. Get them a couple pitches later. Not right then. We don't want to embarrass anybody, but you can talk to them. They're all good guys. And they appreciate when kids talk to them the right way. And it teaches my kids how to talk to adults, which is, believe it or not, one of the biggest problems we have is children do not know how to talk to adults. And we need to help our kids learn how to do that. Umpire. When an umpire screws a call, that's your time. You can win the argument, right? You're right. You can get the run. You win the game. Or you can really do a great job and teach little kids, teach adults, teach the kids on the other team how to talk to somebody else when you disagree. So when an umpire screws up, that's our time. That's our time to do a great job. Make sure you're in charge of your fans. I know coaches that just do not want to address their fans, their parents, and they're a pain. Hey, you know what? They're your fans. They're your parents, and when you sign up a coach, that's what you signed up to do. That's what the parent meeting is all about when you first have it. Okay? So take care of your fans. If you change your mind, you're not going to start Johnny today pitching, just tell him. Don't put up the lineup card and have him find out. I try not to do that. Once in a while, I'll screw that up still. But I know I've screwed it up when it happens, and I'm wrong. And I'll have to go and find a kid and tell him I screwed up. So make sure you tell the kids first. If you make a mistake, tell the kid. Hey, nothing a kid likes more is when you screwed up and you grab them on the side and you say, hey, I fouled up. And if you don't think you're going to foul up coaching, shame on you, because you will. If you put your heart and soul into this, you're going to make mistakes. But it's okay. No one has to be perfect. Just tell the kids when you screw up. My first T-ball game coaching my oldest son, he's 36 now. We were at St. Mary Magdalene. He hit the ball and he ran to third base. I still remember it like it was yesterday. And I bring that up to you because it goes really fast. You guys have some of your little ones here. Trust me, it'll go really fast. And there's going to be Friday nights, you come home, you're supposed to be there, and I know what you're going to say. God, I hope it rains tonight. I really don't feel like coaching tonight. Please rain. I had plenty of those nights, but I kind of wish I had a couple of them back right now. Right? So don't wish them away. Be a better coach by opening up to better ideas. Some baseball guys, matter of fact, I think baseball coaches are notorious at this. Baseball coaches know everything. And they never want to learn something. If I was at a high school or college coaching seminar and I just gave you the hitting thing I gave you, one half of them they'd be up in arms. 10 years ago, 3/4 of them would have said it's crazy. It's because they haven't studied it. Got to be open to new stuff. All of us. I cut a boy in about 1986, Michael Frayne. I cut him. I was walking out to my car, and he, good night, coach. And I know I upset him. And he stopped and he said, hey, coach, after you cut me today, I went to the library. I was reading a magazine on baseball. He said, there's some really cool cuts and relays. You should read it. You'd like it. It was a tandem relay. I used it that year. We threw around 3 guys. Michael Frayne was the boy who did that 30 years ago. Be open to learn new things. These guys are not dumb. And they're around good coaches. Good coaches. Their dads, their moms, their summer coaches. These are good men too. That's the other thing. If you're coaching multiple sport guys, listen, I don't own these kids. They got to please other people too. I'm not going to play a game with them like, I want all your time. No. Hey, but sometimes what happens is they're afraid to go and talk to me or to the other summer coach. We have to kind of help them with that. Now that doesn't mean I don't want any of their time, and they know that. We've had this discussion. But I want some of their time. And I want to encourage them to talk to the aggressive coach. If the other coach is the aggressive one, they need to know how to handle that. So we have to help them learn how to do those things. And finally, I'll leave you with one quick story. And this is not one I'm proud of, but it's one I share because it's true. We all have little egos. I was a major college basketball official for 11 years, and the ego protected me from all the criticisms that people level at you. Matter of fact, my assistant coach was also a major college basketball official. And Ray will be the first one to tell you that we need a little bit of an ego, even though we don't try to show it, because we're under so much criticism from lots of different people. But sometimes the ego can be a detriment. So here's what happened. My son was the best athlete on the team. He's a pretty good player. I bring him in to pitch, and he walks 2 guys in, then he walks in to go ahead and run in the 6th inning. So I'm pissed. So I walk out to the mound at Kirkwood Athletic Association, and in only the way that an arrogant coach could do, I kind of made sure that people knew that I was disappointed in my kid, just my body language. And I did that because my ego, right? Head coach of St. Louis U High's son cannot walk in to go ahead run. My God, what's going on here? So I took the ball, gave it to the next kid. I went back to the dugout. My kid's 11. He's sitting in there, you know, and what he needs is his dad, right? He just needs a guy to say it's okay. And what he got was kind of a jerk. You know, I continued to chew on him about why he needed to throw strikes, as if he didn't know he needed to throw strikes. But I was appeasing my ego. And here's all I want to tell you. We all got egos. Every single one of us. I screwed up that night. Don't you ever do that. I've done this 10 times. I've never felt like this. Your kids and these kids, they deserve our very best. They don't deserve the ego that we have. Anyway, I love coaching the kids. I love baseball. Let's do a great job for the kids. Okay, if you do that, I'll be real happy. If I can ever do anything for you, my email is here, my contact. Give me a holler. I'm happy to help you. And hope you guys have a great season. Okay, thank you very much. We've got to go on to practice. Guys, thank you. Great job. We'll go on to practice, and I'll see you guys shortly, okay? See you.
Great job. Thank you.
I'll be out there shortly.
What was that, man? Get me all choked up.
Yeah, I remember that like it was, shit, one of the most painful lifetimes of my life.
Hey, Steven, you guys are great.
Hey, see you, Tom.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks, bud. Thanks for coming. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Good to see you, Tom.
See you, Steve.
See you, bud. I'll see you.
Tomorrow. Well, I won't be there tomorrow, but Justin will be there.
But tell Justin I'm looking forward to seeing him.